parsecs. In that short amount of time, I am fully prepared. Let's jump into this. Before we do anything, the first unlock, this one's going to be an interesting one. I'm not going to lie. You guys are kind of, sort of recreating Return of the Jedi, which is kind of cool. And then also dealing with like kind of weird, strange
I see them.
X-Files level conspiracy. So
Like
I
in
figured
Return of the Jedi.
I'd help you guys out. The first one is our very, very popular, very helpful to you guys. Force unlock. So wherever this lands, this is boosted dice is being added to wherever you guys pull. So with that, I'm going to start the clock.
The way the monitor is right now, only you can see
Man,
what we
is
have.
This is what you guys gonna look at every week?
Yeah.
That's what we look at.
Yeah.
This
Not
is
now.
a show.
Not this time.
If you're still with us.
Thank you, Lucas.
No, we can see
Oh,
us.
there's no
Seeing
ourselves.
ourselves.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
That's too much information.
I'm
More than I know.
Look how brown
We
I
have
am.
a split party. Half of you are on Groth. The other half of you are on Chandrilla.
We're on Groth.
Chandrilla is a core world. It is kind of considered one of the bread baskets of the Galactic Empire. A lot of agricultural stuff happens there. Last we
They
left.
also literally have bread baskets.
Yeah, they literally, you can buy them at the gift shop. It's quite
Almost any
nice.
street corner.
I think while we're there.
Yeah.
Everyone says, is it bigger than a bread basket instead of a bread box?
That's what they
There.
say. That's
So,
the
yeah, that's what they
expression.
say there. That's why no one really likes them. They're kind of weird. With that, Io and Aaron. Last we left you, you were kind of roaming the streets of Chandrilla. It was getting nighttime-ish. You were kicked out of the restaurant Foo. You discovered that your Star Viper has gone missing. However, you interacted with a kind of starship attendant at the parking landing bay who
Was a little cray?
He was a little no, well, that's how you interpret it. But he seemed to sense something in both of you, tell you his ideas and his theories about best and good, the Yemlock Corporation, which seems to be a strange entity that you're dealing with here on Chandrilla. However, as you were going back to Fu, you engaged a handful of, seems like people on the street who were coming after you. With that, you ran. You entered kind of
The main part of
the
the
main
city,
part of the
huh?
city.
I got cattle prodded.
You
too.
got cattle prodded.
But then you.
And you guys ran into a building, not knowing what this building is. So as you run up the stairs and you go through the door,
Oh, we're running up the stairs too?
yeah, you are in the building. You're no, like not up the stairs, like it's up the stairs into the
Oh,
building.
okay, got it. Okay.
At the outside. Door opens up, and inside is a dinosaur, and you're and that's the end of your story.
Wow.
Now, move on to Grot.
Space dinosaurs are the best.
Would not be the first time we've encountered a dinosaur in the show.
No.
You open it up, the door, and you're instantly hit with smells, sounds, and sights, as there is a bustling night market that is happening on Chandrilla. This kind of goes back to a lot of Chandrilla's old roots of kind of always focusing on the like locally grown, Chandrilla first kind of mentality, especially after the Empire's taken over. There's been tariffs that have been put on Chandrilla, even though the Empire's taking a lot of food out because of Chandrilla's kind of less than loyalist views of the Empire. Sometimes they've put some tariffs on it.
Get your bread basket.
So Chandrilla has these night markets where you can find food, clothing, stuff. It's just imagine like an old, like kind of Chinese night market vibe feeling. There's vendors, people are grilling up stuff, and no one seems to notice you or pay any particular attention. You're just in here, it's loud, it's a crowd. What do you do?
Let's just move in, try to blend in.
Got it.
And I just kind of head straight. Is it just one long
It's
stall,
like
or
it's
is it...
there's no it's you open it up and imagine it being like this walkway that goes around, equivalent kind of maybe like IKEA, how they kind of bring you in these like weird ways you have to go through everything.
Sure.
But like on each side
Is there
are
meatballs
just
there?
Vendors.
Yeah.
vendors and stuff. So there's definitely one guy who's like space horse, and he's just selling his space horse meatballs. It's the best. Yeah, there's no controversy here because it's Star Wars and it's fine. And so it's just all these vendors. There's these aromas. It's a thing. Looking at it. And
Space Force meatballs. Get your Space Force meatballs.
it's just kind of like a big crowd that's forming. People are just
Is it
enjoying
mostly humans or?
Yeah, it's mostly humans because the
Chandrila.
majority of the population on Chandrila is human.
Got
But
it.
there's like a few people, like an odd person cooking in a stall that might be a non-human, but mostly humans. And everyone's just kind of like enjoying. Again, it's not super late, but this is kind of just started to kick up. These tend to go late into the night because this is the equivalent of like a small town that gathers around like football, like the football game, Friday Night Lights kind of thing. This is just where everyone in town comes together and they're hanging out.
Got it. So it's kind of like a watering hole. Is it just vendors, or are there also musicians?
Yeah, there's like live bands that are doing things. It's imagine just kind of this. It's an open market. Everyone's kind of just enjoying themselves, walking around. There's music playing. There's alcohol. There's food. People are, hey, come by. Oh, you can get these clothes. The super cheap shirts. Yeah. It's just a bunch of stalls. So whatever you can imagine this kind of setting, it's there. It's there.
Got it.
Well, for a random building we could have run into, you could have picked worse.
I could have done worse. I take off new scarf and hand it to Io. Head wrap.
Oh, you got a new scarf? Came with that outfit? Mm-hmm. Okay. I fashion some
Sure.
sort of headbandy sort of
Go ahead and roll your skullduggery for me.
skullduggery.
Wait. Let me.
Actually,
Damn
Let me
it!
grab your head.
Aaron, how about you roll your skullduggery?
hand
Certainly.
with the scarf.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be two
2 purple.
purple, which
gonna
I
be
think
1
turns
purple.
into 1. Yeah.
Cool.
Got nothing right now.
I'm rolling my skulldug. Well, it doesn't matter because 1 failure, 2 advantages, and or one failure, 2 advantage, and 1 disadvantage. Wait, no.
No.
Oh, I'm not canceling out.
He doesn't get some kind
I
of a
failed and I
fashion bonus.
advantaged.
Okay.
I feel
So
like he should get a fashion bonus.
A fashion bonus.
Like,
yeah, you
Plus
probably
how does
should
he mess
factor
that up?
natural boost. Too late though. As you fashion it, it seems to be. You decide that going like full. This is a thing that covers your face is too would draw too much attention. So it's definitely kind of like a shawl-esque, fashionable way to wear this that covers up the fact that you're a Miri Allen to maybe the passerby. So enough to be like, okay, there's a little bit of room, but he's not covering up your face. So if anyone wanted to look you straight in the eye, they would be able to see who you are.
Okay.
Okay, not my best work, but also not my best work. Let's keep walking.
I just pull him to a corner just to avoid walking in a straight line because that is what dumb people do. Are you okay? You just got walloped in the back with.
Am I okay? I'm fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
What do we do? Are we moving?
Yes, we're moving.
Okay.
We're just trying to look inconspicuous because we don't want to get beat up by 10 random dudes again.
All right, both of you roll your stealth for me, please.
Stealth.
We apologize for the dice tablet,
Stealth.
folks. It's updating its firmware.
Oh.
What are we rolling against?
Both of you roll against. Use the what? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
cool. Use your phones.
Use your phones.
2. It'll be 2.
Two
It's a
purple?
big enough crowd.
That's it?
Yeah.
1 success.
3 successes and 2 disadvantages.
All right. You're, as far as you both are aware, trying to blend in inconspicuously. As far as you're aware.
Okay.
You haven't knocked over anything. You haven't done anything to call attention to yourself. But you just assume, got it. You're fine.
Okay, so, well, remember how I said I wanted to come to this planet and I didn't want to become wanted as soon as I landed on this planet?
I do remember.
Well, 10 people and a dog just followed us and cattle prodded you in the back. I think we failed in that respect.
I think so too.
I'm looking around You said there are musicians here, yes?
Yeah.
Do I see one?
Sure.
Okay. Playing? Not playing?
Looks like they're getting ready. They've just brought like a stool. They're sitting on next to like a fountain. It's like there's like a water's flowing out of it there. It's got like a little whatever instrument case. It's open. Just kind of tuning his instrument, getting ready to place it.
Okay. Follow me.
Okay.
Walk up to one of them.
Sure.
And go, hi, sorry, is this a bad time?
No. Just setting up. Can I play you something?
I mean, it looks like you're about to. I'm curious as to what the musicians community is like here in Hana City.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and just do your charm on this.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
It'll be 2.
I'm gonna roll because them's the deal.
You have a natural.
Okay, so I got 4 successes with 1 disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, we all kind of know, at least everyone who's here, we all know each other pretty well, as best we can. I guess, why are you asking?
Oh, we heard the loveliest singer just now in another restaurant, and we left before she came out for her next set. Don't really know, does she, do you know anybody who plays at Foo?
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Do your charm on this one again.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make this 3.
Damn it. And I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Four successes with 2 disadvantages.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Foo's a pretty popular place. I know of the people there. I don't know any of them in particular. No, but I'm sure it was a lovely time. You get that he is definitely kind of hiding something, but seems to be something you've said has kind of put him off a little bit. He doesn't seem to. What he's saying is the truth, but there's something else behind it.
Okay.
But okay, so I guess, yeah. So requests.
Anything in Mary Allen?
I'm gonna give him a boost on this. All right. Mary Allen, what does that sound like again?
I'm not exactly the most fluent.
I feel like if I heard something, maybe. I don't really know what that is, though. Just like, is there a particular song that you're interested in? Can you hum a few bars, or maybe I know it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of things in Gomorian.
Morgan. Yeah, that's
It was a song we heard when we first landed. It was a song we heard when we first came on our vacation. It was about 2 lovers.
Mm-hmm.
2 lovers. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of songs about lovers. Some of them are about more than 2. So that eliminates those. That's off the table. Surprisingly, I know a lot about those, but that's fine. Can you give me anything else? I'm sorry.
One of them was an artist.
Okay. Is there just
The literal again, my Mary Ellen's rusty, but
Yeah.
what I managed to get out of it was the artist and the business owner.
artist?
That can't be the actual title, but
I feel like that's a pretty bad title, but maybe something's lost.
mind
in
you, it's
translation. Hold on.
very literal.
Give me 1 moment. Okay. Interesting. Bring us luck. Okay. look, nothing's coming to the top of my head. Give me 1 second. And he pulls out like a data pad, and he's starting to like look on like the holonet for something. So just like if you can just give me like maybe 5 minutes, I can figure this out. But you're not going anywhere, right?
No.
Okay. If you want, just circle back in like 5 minutes, or
Sure.
you can just sit here. I mean, but enjoy. Grab something to eat. I heard Schleb over there has wonderful shaved ice.
You are not the first person who's recommended Schleb to us, so we'll head over there.
And please don't bother yourself. I don't want to.
No, I'll find it. Just give me a moment. I don't get requests many about Mary Allen songs, so this will be fun. Let me figure this out.
Okay, pull him aside. Well, he obviously doesn't know. It's not our guy.
What does "he's not our guy" mean? He's not what guy?
Well, at Fu, old Dan said that they used to play that song all the time. The one singer obviously knows what it is. This guy clearly doesn't.
Because the old man that knew your father's name requested it, Io. What are we doing?
I want to know why it was played all the time.
Okay, I'll follow your lead. I'll follow your lead on this.
The only reason why he requested it is because I walked in.
Sure.
Like a little kid comes up and looks like not like cartoonishly orphan like street urchin, but like a level where it's like maybe clothes are a little dirty. Seems to have like some patches in their clothes, and like, hey, can you spare a few credits for something to eat?
Yeah. And in 5 credits.
Oh, gee, thanks. And just skips off.
You write down.
You see like other kids that like as this kid is running off are all kind
And
of.
let's go. Aaron,
You were a rich lady for a while.
we don't have very many credits on us.
Not enough for that amount of
No?
slight orphans.
They're like talking next to each other.
Light orphan.
Write down how many credits I have left. Hold on. Okay.
So the singer knows a song, then what?
Maybe. Again, I couldn't really make out too much of what the song was about. But old Dan seemed to think that being a Corvica had something to do with the song.
Because they probably requested it. Why aren't we talking to Dan, Io?
Because we were attacked by 10 people and a dog as we were going over to talk to Dan. Also, Dan nearly outed us.
Okay. I'm following your lead.
Okay, hey. What's on your mind?
When we first landed,
What?
you asked me to try to read you when we first landed here. Back when we still had a ship and money and supplies and
Yes.
weapons, and I hadn't been electrocuted twice. And I told you, and I told that shopkeep, the read that matters to me and the read that's important to me. But this is my other read. That you are so close to finding answers that I don't think you want them.
Why do you say that?
Because we have been circling restaurants and chasing songs and running from Yemlaw thugs.
For good reason.
For what good reason? We don't have. What's the worst thing that happens if we go with our 10 friends? Worst thing.
I get sold into slavery again.
What is the second worst thing that happens if we go with the thugs?
We both get sold into slavery.
I don't think that happens. I think you at least find out something about that winery and about why that old man knows your dad's name and about your brothers. That's what I think.
And so what? Do we
walk up to those 10 men and say, "Hi, my name's Aaron Val, Baron Majestic of the Mako Club, and this is my friend Io Corvica. We'd like to talk to the Yemla Corporation." Yes.
Do you remember what happened last time we tried that?
Yeah, but that was at night and we surprised them. These guys have already seen us. We're already acquainted. We ran away from the crew, Io. What's the point?
Io, go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Fine. Against?
3 difficulty.
I'll take a boost. One failure and 3 advantages.
Okay, you don't see anything? You don't know for sure, but part of your sixth sense is kind of kicking in your training of, you were just being followed. You didn't go too far away from kind of where you were attacked, and you've stayed put, potentially for a period of time that may or may not be too much, right? Depending on if you're being followed and eventually tracked. So you don't see anything. You're not seeing anybody, but you get the feeling that you're staying put in one place.
So I just got a tingle in the back of my neck.
How you interpret that is yours.
I've been standing in the same place for too long. Just keep moving.
I'll follow you wherever you want to go.
I told you I wasn't going to get you killed, Aaron.
Well, we've both gotten shot and I got cattle prodded already, so...
And I meant it.
I don't think I'm gonna get killed, Io.
Don't say that.
Don't use that as a weird
Don't
buffer
say
to
that.
keep you from getting what you want.
You not getting killed is part of what I want. It's not a buffer.
I wouldn't have come if I was worried about getting hurt.
Well, this isn't doing any good.
It's better on me anyway. Just the colors were clashing and bothered me. Might be why I'm so moody, I'm sorry. Look, let's just deal with them and deal with them together. If it makes you feel any better, that's not the worst idea I've ever had.
I'm gonna regret this, but I trust you.
You are gonna regret that. Okay, last chance if you actually just want to run off and play newlyweds, we can.
Stay in the car?
Should have stayed in the car.
You should have stayed in the car.
I look around for some of the men.
Okay, go ahead and do your perception check.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 1 difficulty.
Oh,
They're-
dang.
They have not spotted you, and I'm very pissed.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, get ready. Oh, 2 successes, 3 advantages.
You see that there's definitely, it's not any of the people that were like right in the immediate group that attacked you, but you have a very keen eye for fashion, and even more importantly so, when the lack thereof.
Oh, God,
So these guys kind of stick out like poorly dressed, Jason Bourne throwaway kills. These are guys that are not undercover. They're like, oh, that guy works for the CIA, kind of incognito.
Got it.
And they're like at stalls. They're like looking around. You see that like one guy goes farther up, but you see them. What do you do?
Okay, we're gonna do a me thing.
Which is, oh wait, don't even
I'm
say
already
it.
gone.
Don't even say it, I already know.
Just walking. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just walking up to the guys. Hi, excuse me. I think we got separated after the cattle prodding. Which wasn't necessary, by the way. Enjoyable, but not necessary.
Go ahead and roll your
Charm?
charm. Yeah, I'll get.
Sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be 3 difficulty and a natural setback. So 3 purple and a black. You have 2 setback in your.
You said
dark
3
side.
purple and a black?
Yes, you have potential for 2 boosts, more or less,
You got
in
some
your
dice.
dark side pool.
I do have some dice. I'll take.
Just go for it, man.
Feel bad. You guys need some.
We got nothing. No, you're good. You
All
take
right.
them.
All right. As long as you are purely just charming people,
That's all
you'll
I
be
gotta
fine.
do.
Okay, so I'm
Only
going to
talk
take
to
my
people.
2 setbacks.
Sure.
Let's see what this does. 1 success, 1 disadvantage.
They're just taken aback enough where like one of them looks at the other one's like, you haven't charmed them enough where, so they clearly reveal that they are armed. They have blasters. They're kind of as non-directly out in front being like, here, come with us, but they're just like, okay, well where's the other one? Did you walk with him or are you off to the side?
I walked with.
Okay. Oh, there.
You're bad at this.
Come with us. He'll want to talk to you.
Do you have any shopping you want to finish first?
And then like the other guy had like walked farther and they like flag him down. So now it's the 3 of them. They're like out the front.
Sure. Walk out.
As you're walking by, I'll go ahead and do your perception.
Okay. Against?
1.
1? 1.
1 difficulty.
That's it? A 1 difficulty?
Yeah, 1
Oh.
difficulty.
Okay, got it. I'll roll. 2 successes with 1 advantage.
As they're kind of corralling you out of the night market, you hear, in very, very poor attempt at Mary Allen, the artist that you were talking to, playing a song. You get a little bit more kind of, again, it's really hard, but also your Mary Allen's not that great either. You're hearing like different words that you didn't fully remember from the first time you heard it. So if you tried to recall this again, you'll have a little bit more of the pieces of the song are put together, but you're ushered out the front of the...
What do I get? What do I get?
You're still piecing it together.
Okay.
I take my friend's arm.
The sound of it, and maybe correct me if this was already said last time. The more that you're hearing, it's about the artist-ish, and no, I said business woman, right? Before, did I give them genders?
No.
The business person is the woman, and the artist is a male. So you get like gender pronunciation from it. And outside, there's a few more of these kind of poorly dressed, poorly disguised, so you're assuming is Yemlaw Corporation individuals. If there was any doubt, it is expelled from your mind, as in front of the night market is a series, or just one giant black kind of SUV, or it's like a unmarked land speeder, like a or I guess it is marked. It has like a Yemlaw Corporation like logo on the door. It opens up, and the guy behind you is like, "Get in. The Mastermind wants to talk to you."
On our way out of the bar, or out of the market, just because I think it's a good line, I take Io's hand, squeeze it, say that they're playing our song.
Okay. And you guys get in?
Do we have a choice? That was
no.
redundant. I get it.
Because we're gonna fade. Cut to Groth.
We're gonna die.
It is a villain-esque version, hybrid of a bounty hunter, scoundrel, crime lord, smuggler den. However, it's more on par with like Las Vegas / Brisbane land. And so it's very clean, immaculate. You're getting a very much like feel that a lot of the individuals here are kind of more of the rougher side of the galaxy, but everyone kind of maintains order. Everyone kind of maintains control of what they're doing. People are drinking, having a good time. It's Vegas, but for bounty hunters, right? Last we had left, Kilara, Herg, Lyra, Cool had gone back to Yojimbo. You're formulating your plan. You had reached out to Caleb to meet you there.
Yes.
And the bounty hunter duo, Kane and ITMS. Before we get there, 'cause everyone's converging. Caleb. This isn't.
Your heart is exploding.
You were opening up a food bag and it exploded. This is not your first time on Groth. And so when you landed, you had decided to split up from Kilara and Herg as they were meeting the contact to go about some business of your own. Yes. You had grabbed Rue from the Ajimbo, and you were making your way through the kind of, there's like the flashier up front, kind of like Vegas Strip element of Groth. There's like resorts and casinos and clubs. But you kind of make your way to kind of the outskirts where a lot of more of just the regular level of just businesses that are there to support all of this kind of commercial endeavor, to your friend's house, your friend's establishment. Hold on, getting my note card here real quick.
That was way too casual. What?
And as you enter the door, bing, bing, you greet your friend.
Those are like Trump sound effects. You do better than that. Bing bang boom bing bing bing.
Oh, it's because I'm looking in the wrong fucking pile. You greet your friend. Your friend is like, Caleb Seth, what are you doing here?
Rastano.
Yes.
It is good to see you. It is very comforting, in fact, to see you. Almost
What are
as
you-
comforting as the waters of Gliamsel.
You-
Almost.
Almost.
He's
You
back,
know,
baby.
you.
Yeah! He's fucking back.
I'll never get tired of your water, nautical, ocean phrases, Caleb. What are you doing here? Was this your first? What are you doing on Groth? I've been here.
It's a long story.
I got time for you.
Last
Last time I saw you
Yes.
was, I heard you were out in Manan. I think that's where you were saying you were going to. I can't remember.
Yes, it's been quite some time. This is true.
Well, he kind of gets up. You can tell that it's Ross's shop is very much the same as it was kind of when you had visited before, or the other times you've interacted with. Equipment, parts are everywhere, so it's kind of like a nutty Professor of Madhouse level of it's a chaos that all makes sense to him. There's relative equipment that he's repairing and stuff. Think of it's his shop, right? It's like, he immediately gets up, turns the sign from open to close, and he's like, hey, let me drink something to drink. What are you doing here?
I see you keep your shop as organized as you always have.
It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters.
True. Absolutely. Your shop, your rules. Tell me how you have been.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Business here is interesting. It's, there's not a lot of fighting that goes here, but there's a lot of people that do fight here, so they're constantly in need of, they earn some credits at the casino, and there's, what they say, you don't hunt the bounty hunter, you take his credits. Am I right? I think that's what I don't know what this is. It's been here a while. I've been here a lot. I can't believe you're here. What are you doing? Look, he goes over to a counter, and he reaches under here, and he just kind of pours a couple glasses, and he hands you a strange kind of clearish liquid, and he's just like old times.
I take it from him.
He just downs it. good. Business is good. It's
Thank you.
strange. It's weird working with this type of individuals. It's definitely different than anything you and I had ever done. This is strange clientele, and it's a strange planet to be on. But
Yes, but there must be a lot of business here, I would assume.
there's a lot of business, especially with, the key is I'm working my way up. The goal is you got to get one of those gladiatorial contracts. If you get a job repairing the equipment, repairing the armor,
And the work
weapons,
never ceases.
that's the plan at least. But it's good. It's good. There's better places to make a living than there's, both know definitely worse places to make a living. But what you here for just to visit an old friend, or?
I wish that were only the case. I do have a favor to ask you.
Of course, anything for you.
Let's just say I came across this drone. I pull out Rue.
Yep.
It is not what it appears to be.
It looks like one
It's
of
had
those.
military grade upgrades and
You don't say. And he has like these glasses, and he like pulls them out, and he's like trying to inspect them. May I just
that is why I'm here. I need your help.
go ahead and do? You're doing this with him.
Yes.
So go ahead and do, for the sake of time, a mechanics check.
We got the volume all the way up on the iPad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 3 difficulty,
Whoa, that's your mechanics?
Yeah.
and you're gonna get
Good at mechanics.
Yeah.
2 ability dice from Ross helping you on this.
Those are the green ones?
Those are the green ones.
Oh, shoot.
There's also 4 boosts that are in the light side pool.
I'm not good at anything.
And
We're both dark side aligned.
I can't keep my mind as I wanted them to be.
is anybody else light side? Or is it
Now,
just-
will this be? I should say, Ross. My first order of business is to find out what information is within this unit,
Okay.
what its programming is. So it's asking you above game.
Yeah.
Assuming that happens, I guess. After that, it would be something else. We'd roll for that at that point. This is just to.
This
do
is
that,
just
right?
to kind of crack the seal.
Just to crack the seal. All right. Well, I'll roll with what I have. I'm not going to use.
You got 2
you got it
abilities
more.
in
I
there
will.
too.
I will do 2 boosts.
Okay.
Excellent. And one ability.
I hope so.
Yeah. you're
3
good.
successes, 3 advantages.
So kind of with your help explaining some stuff, he kind of goes to work and between the 2 of you. Wow, this is strange. This is 100% just a commercial kind of drone bot. I've seen these before. Their AI isn't really too much. 'Cause, I mean, you can start to control them, so it can't be that intensive. But there's something here in the log that doesn't. It's definitely been upgraded. It seems like there's been the AI package has been upgraded, and it seems like there's some surveillance equipment that's been added to it it's transmitting somewhere, and he says, does this mean anything to you? And he gives you he's like, all of this seems to have taken place around, and he gives you like a timestamp, like a star date, more or less. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your. Just roll your straight intellect on this.
So 3 green dice.
Against anything or just? See
2
that.
2 purple.
No, let's use 1 boost.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
6 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Shoot.
Okay. I can't really make out. So you start thinking back. So you start thinking back to that date, and you can't. You remember that was right around the time that the Yojimbo had returned to the rebel fleet, had boarded the Mon Calamari cruiser, and had given the 3rd artifact to the Rebel Alliance. This is right after Yavin. So as you're piecing these things together, you remember that Spira is where this thing kind of appeared. You went to Yavin, and then this all kind of took place.
Which was the 3rd artifact?
That would have been the rose.
The
What?
cloak.
The cloak. Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like so you kind of start piecing it together. However, you can make assumptions, but you can't really know anything for sure about that. But you know exactly kind of that's when, that puts it around the time you're aboard the Rebel Alliance cruiser.
Does Rue have any specific programming within her?
It seems like the programming here is pretty simple. It's supposed to act like a normal sort of drone, and then it looks like it's been having regular kind of intervals where it's been uploading information somewhere. I can't quite tell where because it's just sending it off to some secure location, and it seems to have some sort of override to it where wherever this information is going to, I guess they can send a transmission back. Seems like if I'm reading this right, I guess they could give it orders. I don't know. Where did you get this?
Let's say I borrowed it from a friend who was not forthcoming with information about Rue.
Go ahead and roll your cool.
Where's my cool?
Cool.
I'm not cool enough to know where my cool is.
That's so cool.
Or too cool to know where my cool is. What am I rolling against?
2 difficulty, 2 purple.
My cool and my mechanics I'm rolling?
Yes, exactly that, except minus
I'm
the
going
mechanics.
to take... I don't want to take everything. Let's do a boost and an ability.
Boost and an ability.
Oh.
1 success, 3 advantages.
Is that? Okay. Yeah. He doesn't seem to push the issue, and seems. Well, we all. Yeah, if you're here on Groth, I guess that makes. I don't. Okay, that's not my place to ask. So I guess, what do you want to do with this? And he just kind of gets like a slight smirk, like a slight like glimmer in his eye of. It's almost like it's open for him to dig into.
Well, I was under the impression that it has military upgrades as well. Does it have any type of attack or defense mechanism?
The military upgrades just seem to be communicative. It's just this hardware that's able to transmit. I mean, I don't know where this is coming from, but this is like interplanetary communication gear. This is able to, wherever it's sending this is, someone could be light years away, it seems like.
I'd like to disable its current communications link and replace it with a link to be controlled directly by me and me alone.
All right, go. He's gonna add to his.
Dang.
It looks like your boy Ross just kind of as soon as you finish the sentence, I'm on it. Grabbing pieces, wires, smoke spilling out. And he's like, anything else? That was a cinch. It's yours, man. Anything? What else am I doing to this? Well, I got her open.
And it will respond only to my commands.
Yeah. If that's all you want. Or I could put in, I roll pretty well, I could put in it, if you want it to switch just to you, you want it to operate normally under its normal protocol, and then you can switch to it, or just have it be yours.
That is very interesting. It would be all right for it to operate normally until receiving a directive from me, but I do not want it to be able to communicate with whomever it was before.
Got it. Just
That line needs to be disabled.
few taps of his like data pad, and like that code's gone. It's good.
Then you have been very helpful, my friend.
Kind of puts it together, and as he's doing it, he's kind of putting the plates back on, and do you want it? It's this weird kind of like tropical color. You want something? Is that your jam? You want me to just throw a sticker on this, or?
Sticker.
Above game. How tropical color is this?
It was like I think it was like purple.
Does it look like something on like The Price is Right that they would be like?
Yeah, it's very noticeable, right?
He's like purple and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no good at all.
I don't know what you're planning on doing with this. my friend, but this thing stands out. I mean, it is a civilian drone, cough, cough, but I'll tell you what, and he like hands you like a little kit. It's like a modeler's kit. He's like, you don't have to decide now. You're capable enough. I've seen your handiwork. You want to spice this thing up, go for it. He kind of hands you, it's like a weird...
I'll proceed to, why not spice it up while we're here?
Oh, all right. What do you want to do to it?
I'll give it a nice two-tone, deep forest green and black look.
Perfect. That happens, and there's no rolling for it. Just he changes it, and as he's kind of working on it, he's like, "So, Caleb."
Yes, Ross.
While you're here, it's been a long time. He's like pouring another glass for both of you as you're drinking.
I'm sweating.
Do you mind if I ask a personal question? And it's only between friends, and maybe it's the excitement of doing some real work again, and I don't know, maybe the alcohol.
I do not mind, my friend. Ask away.
Did you ever find your brother? Did you ever find Vernal?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's great.
No,
He starts
no.
to...
No, Ross, it is not great. I was too late. He did not make it.
He just kind of quietly pours more into both your glasses, and then just pours like a little bit more into yours. And he lifts it up. May the currents take him
Safely
better
to
outlaw.
his destination, yes. To Vernal, Seth.
to Vernal.
Let me pay you for your troubles.
It's good to see.
No, please.
No,
I won't.
you
I
have to
won't
understand.
Have it any other way.
I live and work in a place that of my choosing. I understand. I've chosen to be here. There's a lot of rough people that come in. It's good to see a familiar face. It's good to see an old friend, and it's good to know that you're all right.
It is good to know that you fare well, also.
Anytime you want to come back, but I don't know. What are you doing here besides this?
It is a long story. I am here with some friends, but
Oh, you have friends now.
Yes.
That's quite. I'm not gonna lie. Thought I was one of your only ones. You're kind of a difficult person sometimes, Caleb. You're so mysterious when it comes to your emotions. I mean, he just starts pouring another one. It's not like. I mean, yeah.
Not like what?
You kind of get lost in your own. For a person who spends all of their time working in a workshop and equipment, I mean, I see that you have a blaster, but I don't ever recall seeing you ever fire a gun. I'm assuming your friends are either like-minded, or if they're on this planet, they're probably rough individuals. The company you keep is yours, but just watch yourself. You're not as tough as I think you are.
I will be careful.
That's all I ask.
Yes. The loss of my brother has changed me some, I think. How can it not harden you?
Just, I understand, but don't let it... I say this with as much love as I can, as an old friend to an old friend. Your brother made the decisions that he made. And it led him to the path that he went on. And as much as I may have wished differently, when you're involved with those types of people, it's not a long career. I just hope that you're not following down the same path.
No. No, absolutely not. And you're correct. I did everything I could to convince him otherwise. But he was so set in his ways, so sure of himself.
So ready to spend credits that he never had.
I guess he was always that way as far back as I can remember. He always had a way to stay afloat without swimming.
For you, I imagine that's quite impressive.
It was part of his charm. But I do wish he could have seen the bigger picture before it was too late.
Just doesn't say anything, continues to pour like another round of drinks.
Two old friends. That was
He's
late.
going, he's like killing the bottle. It's just, it's really just, it's.
It is full. Ross, it's full.
Oh, you too. I'm sorry.
It's Dr. Pepper.
May our paths cross again under good circumstances. Truly good to see you, my
It's
friend.
good to see you too, Caleb.
You sure you won't let me compensate you for your help?
Just, if your friends have gear, I'll take your friends' credits.
Here, I'm gonna reach in and grab an
No.
appropriate amount of credits. You must. Please, I insist. I drop them on the table.
Tell you what. Buy another bottle. I'll buy a better bottle. And I'll save it. Buy it with this. I'll save it for when you come around next.
That sounds like a good plan. A good plan, my friend.
There's like a little bit left in your guys' ranks because the last one was like a very generous, almost comically so pour.
Yes, I heard it.
Strong currents, safe waters.
Strong currents and safe waters.
So after some time, you kind of talk more with Ross. You kind of get everything ready. He gives you over Rue after kind of like a fresh paint job. And as you're leaving, that's right around the time where Kilara has kind of contacted you, informed you about how they had made contact with Vendrin Kane and this new droid. You instantly remember him from Cloud City, his kind of interaction that you had with each other. The droid is a new...
Veldrin Kane, yes? Veldrin?
Yes,
Veldrin
Veldrin.
Kane.
is a new part of that, but you always sense that he had a partner that you had never seen, I believe, so this is kind of filling in those pieces. And she's telling you more about this plan as you're walking back to the engine. They're kind of assembling everyone to go back, and the plan is rather simple, if not ballsy, in the sense you will be presenting Herg and Lyra as bounties that have been collected to Rotha's kind of group to get in, to kind of, they're your way in the door. And there's basically Group A, which is the bounties that are going to be presented, and the Group B that are the bounty hunters. They're presenting them to get everyone into the same location. So you have some time to think about that, but everyone is back now at the Yojimbo. It is like super crowded because there's the three of you, there's Lyra, there's Cool, there's ITMS, and Veldrin Kane. And you're all there. Veldrin, when he sees you, Caleb, it's good to see you. I didn't think our paths would cross again. I'm glad we're still on the same side this time, it seems like.
I'm glad of that as well, Kane. Good to see you.
Okay, so you're all here together in the
We are.
Yojimbo.
This is your partner, I presume.
Yes, this is ITMS. I believe you have been acquainted, though not officially. If you remember when we first met and you got the drop on me. ITMS got the drop on you.
Oh, I remember.
It's a droid. Salutations.
Salutations.
All right, enough with the
ITMS.
pleasantries. Let's get down to business. Captain, would you mind going over the plan one more time?
Simple enough. We're going to present Herg and Lyra to whomever is in charge right now in the absence of Ruatha and Gorampu, if Randall's information is correct. We'll equip them.
It's correct. I have not met this individual, but they go by the name of the Mastermind.
The Mastermind.
It's somewhat of a joke, I guess, but that's the name. That's the name, I guess.
Some sense of humor.
This is the person we will be delivered to?
That's correct.
Okay.
We'll make sure that both of you are equipped so that you can break out of the prison. In theory, you'll be delivered to wherever Emrys is being held. That is the hope, anyway. But even if you're not, Lyra should be able to get you to wherever she's being kept.
Right.
The main resort here on Groth is called Qui Kuni Bunko. It literally translates to mean Queen's Palace in Huttese, which gives you an idea of what kind of character Ruatha is. It was a Hutt palace historically that's been converted into a casino over the years. And because it is such an ancient structure, there are underground tunnels that go in between both the personal holding cells of Ruatha and the gladiatorial arena, which is really her favorite aspect of her little or not so little resort. Lyra knows her way around them, so she should be able to get you to Emrys. In theory, it should be simple enough for the two of you to escape that way and for us to rendezvous with you and get off this planet.
So the plan is for us to escape via tunnels
From the inside.
to Harbulary Bunko.
Sure.
Kui
Kuni, it means queen.
Kuni
Ah,
Bunko.
yes. Kwai Kani Bunko.
Closer.
Good.
Kui Kuni.
ITMS, that's not what you're saying.
It's ITMS, just don't.
Yes, IBS, I've got it. Quilcapuro.
We'll approach the
Bunko.
casino as a whole group. Once we arrive, then cool. That's where you come in. You'll separate from us. Keep watching the casino. Keep your eyes or oculary receptors open for any sort of suspicious activity. Anybody who looks like they might be trailing us or onto us.
So Kane and ITMS are going to turn in Lyra and Herg.
I am going with them.
In disguise.
You are going with them in disguise.
You were good enough to modify that flight suit for me.
Yes, remember when you did that?
I do. she is literally wearing it now.
Yes.
It looks very good on you.
Good work. Good work.
And what am I to do?
Well, that's the thing, is on my last search, there was no bounty out for you.
There is not.
But can we risk that, Captain?
It is possible, however, that people might know that Caleb is associated with this crew.
Yes, we
So
are
there's
very
two options.
famous.
The way I see it, either Caleb, you can work with the droids, keep an eye on the perimeter of the casino, provide backup if needed, or if they do recognize you, then you assisted us in making this acquisition.
But I don't understand. If they recognize Caleb, are you saying that we will lie and say that he changed sides to turn us in?
That's the idea.
Wouldn't it be risky to assume that they wouldn't assume that Caleb is pulling a ruse on them?
I don't know how smart these people are.
I mean, he goes by the name The Mastermind.
He clearly thinks that he is quite smart.
Which probably means that he isn't.
Let us hope.
Unless it is an ironic name. assigned to him by someone else because he is, in fact, a mastermind. And he wants people to know this who will approach him.
Herg, do you know what it is to overthink a thing?
Yes.
To literally think too much about one thing.
Unless.
Herg, trust me. I know Ruatha. She's not into irony.
Okay. It's just. Well. It's my wife, that's all.
I know. And we're getting you as close to her as we possibly can.
I've been overthinking this for months, thinking about every possible scenario and circumstance.
If anything goes wrong, we're on the outside, and I should be able to access the underground cells where, in theory, Emrys and yourselves should be kept.
The droids are already on the outside. I think I can be more helpful if I join you.
I would agree with that.
I would also agree with that. Okay.
Real quick,
Yes.
we ended our first round.
Oh, really?
Tier 2, light side.
Oh.
So every time you pull from the light side, you'll be getting an added ability to your dice roll. I'm going to reset the clock.
Added ability. That's good.
So this
for
plan
you,
is kind
light
of formulated.
Yes.
So
we get it this
Caleb
time.
is
Caleb's coming with us.
coming with you guys.
Yep,
just
we're gonna
as
see
is.
what happens.
Great. Our second round is called the Rebel Scum.
Oh.
And here's some things that will be potentially unlocked for the newest addition to the Rebel fleet, the Rebel Scum. An Imperial Star Destroyer commanded by the one, the only, Randall Rupert. Light side, Tier 1 is Enhanced Engines. This is a big ship, so it allows it to get around faster. Tier 2 light side is they were able to fully secure the Star Destroyer. You guys ran into an issue there before, so there's no more.
Yeah, there's still
materials.
bad guys on it.
And Tier 3 light side is Rebel support. So this is a ship that is defected to the Rebel Alliance. As of that being the case, the Rebel Alliance is keen on making sure that it's filled with Rebel support. That comes with both the crew that are on the ship and supporting kind of ships to go along with it. So the Rebels being like, no, this is defected. We're going to, yes.
Is it cumulative?
Tiers? Screw it! Yeah! We'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
so as far as
question.
you get up, good call. Sometimes it pays to ask. You will unlock everything. So if you get tier 3 light side, you go boom, 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 boom. Dark side, we have enhanced weapons. So this is a Star Destroyer now with some extra firepower. Tier 2 dark side is they find aboard this Star Destroyer an Imperial prototype of what that is.
Oh.
I will not tell you. And then tier 3 dark side in typical potentially Randall fashion. It's defected to the Rebel Alliance, but he seems to fill it more with, it looks like a mercenary crew than that of a full Rebel Alliance. So with that, we're going to start our second round.
Can the prototype be the four-wheeler?
It was the one that we totally forgot on the, anyways. I'm not kicking myself for that. Anyways, all right, so you guys are going.
Okay.
Caleb, you're going with them.
Yes.
Since the droids are going to be on the perimeter.
Yes.
The three of you plus Veldrin are going in. Okay. All right.
With Herg and Lyra.
With Herg and Lyra, yeah.
Captured.
Sorry. Okay, so you guys are making your way.
Put some fake blood on me to make it seem as though there was a struggle. And cuff my paws or back behind my back.
Yes. I also want to try and conceal that like vibro knife that I have on Lyra's body, so she has something.
Okay. That's gonna
Is that doable?
Roll
Do they
your
have metal
skullduggery.
detectors? What are they?
Okay.
Skullduggery.
There's no such thing as metal detectors in the Star Wars
Or
universe.
something.
except that one.
Sensors.
Never mind.
So yeah.
Sensors of some sort.
Difficulty
I'll make it 3.
3. Okay.
3.
If it doesn't work, maybe we can hide it in some of my fur.
Right.
Tape it on there.
Okay. Well, there's nothing to the dark side.
You can pull from the light. You still
I
get
know,
the bonus.
I just am like really hurting myself really badly a lot because I keep pulling from the light side.
It's true.
At what point are these two very light, nice people going to get some more light side points?
Also,
they can pull from the
I'm
light
trying
side.
to-
Yeah, that's
Oh.
true. That's true. Well, you guys are trying to rescue
Gave
someone.
us
That
some
seems pretty
orphans.
nice.
It does seem pretty nice.
She's already nice. Light side.
All right,
Also-
Oh, no,
let's
these
see
two.
what happens.
Light-
He's been a very good boy.
light
that
and
cat.
dark
One
doesn't
success,
mean good or evil.
one disadvantage.
Okay,
Doesn't
you're
mean
able
that.
to hide it.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not like a hold it in your hand.
Right, exactly.
But it's there's always a potential for.
Metal detectors.
Okay, so you guys are all moving towards Quan E Bonku.
Bunko. Yeah.
And as you're moving towards it, we're going to do a fade.
Excellent.
Io, Aaron, you're in this kind of decked out land speeder. Think of it kind of like it's not as obnoxious as one of those stretch Hummer limousines where it's like all that way, but it's about
pretty
like
close.
half of that, right? So
Okay.
it's like just enough to be like, okay, this is kind of maneuverable, but kind of obnoxious still because it's this giant thing. But it's decked out. There's dewback leather seats. There seems to be mood lighting. There's like an alcohol bar.
Alcohol bar.
Just there.
That's
types
right.
of
It's
bar.
not a juice bar.
No.
Well,
They don't serve
Could be an
milkshakes
oxygen
there.
bar.
Right.
yeah. It's Star Wars. It could be oxygen.
smoothie.
It could be an exam.
It could be an ice cream bar. Damn it.
It could be an exam you
It's
take
just a
after law
single
school.
ice cream bar.
Yeah, one.
Who can take the sunrise? It's a candy bar.
That guy was creepy.
You enter. You're kind of escorted. Immediately, the land speeder starts to move.
To see who again? Who did they say we're going to see?
The Mastermind.
Yeah. So I thought.
Inside, it looks like the far end of this land speeder. It's like all the mood lighting is like here, and then it gets to a point where it just stops, so it's just all in shadows. There are two individuals that are in the light that look like big, very similar to the bodyguard that you had seen in Fu with the one gentleman. They're there. They're not saying anything. You just hear a voice. Coming from the dark area of this land speeder. Please, make yourself at home. If you'd like a drink, go ahead and pour one.
May I ask you your name?
No, but I can ask you your name. Except I already know that apparently it's Aaron Val and Io Corsica, it seems.
You got us.
I feel like my men may need some training. It seems like you, more like you gave yourself up. But I appreciate that, and with that,
Just have the volume on.
oh no, please, continue. There's nothing wrong to fear here.
Right at that shit.
You can partake of the drink. Trust me. If we wanted you dead, we would have killed you a long time
They
ago.
would have cattle prodded me already, Io.
Yes, and for that I apologize. Again, it's just still a voice coming from like a dark corner, or the dark end of the land speeder. And I apologize for that. It's just you were kind of not getting the hint that you're not really welcome here. You're snooping around the wrong places. I just need to ask some simple questions.
That's fair. Not getting the hint is one of my specialties.
Who sent you?
First, I just want to go over something with my friend Io. Over under that he's tiny. Just a little doll.
They normally are.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll.
Just like a baby-sized thing.
Do your coercion on this.
What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 3.
3 purple.
3 purple. Pull from the light side.
I could.
You get that added boost.
This isn't really worth it.
It's up to you. You're really just trying to make fun of him right now, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a very light-sided thing to do. So I'll just roll and see what happens. 8 triumphs.
Oh shit.
4 failures and 1 advantage.
That would be amazing if you rolled 8 triumphs.
All right. Well, if you're gonna, okay. He asked you that question. You think over under him?
They normally are.
partial lighting comes on in the back. And you see very fine-looking shoes, legs, like just normal humanoid-sized legs. I assure you I'm not a small, tiny person. We can either make jokes or we can get to the bottom of this.
Did any of the other guys get in the limo with us? The guys that escorted us to it?
Just the two that you mentioned.
Just the two that are right next to him.
Okay. I owe the guy with the cattle prod some credits. He bet that you were a small, tiny baby person. I said you were a normal sized.
Go ahead and roll again. You rolled a failure with an advantage.
4 failures with an advantage.
Okay, do it again. It's going to be 4 difficulty now.
What am I rolling?
4 difficulty against your. You're trying to get under him. Yeah, do your coercion again. That's what I really want you to do for this.
Okay.
But do it nicely so you can pull from the light side.
Yep. 1 success.
Okay.
1 triumph.
Whoa!
1 disadvantage.
Okay.
What does that mean?
There's a click, and the doors lock.
Oh.
In the land speeder, you're already moving. They lock.
Mm-hmm.
The lights start to kind of come on as they head towards it, and you see that at the opposite end of the land speeder is a Bothan. I assure you, I, adequately sized for my species, now kindly ask you to either take this seriously or, well, you already have all your stuff, so I can't really take anything from you, but...
It's true. And I apologize. We were just trying to solve some mysteries ourselves. What was the question?
Who sent you?
She did.
Then, what is it that you want?
That's
Why
a fair
are you
statement,
here?
right?
I hear Chandrilla's lovely this time of year.
It is a wonderful place indeed. There's lots of it. Almost, I would say, an entire other planet. Rest of it to explore. And yet, you both decide to sneak onto private property. After asking around, why are you here?
I'm a fan of wine.
Great. There's some wonderful wine right there.
From
Please help
what
yourself.
estate?
Say that again?
From what estate?
I don't stock the barn myself, ma'am. That is beneath me. I just enjoy it.
Can I see what bottles are there?
There's a bunch of bottles of wine.
Anything from Valdaia?
Nope.
I've already had those.
Great. So if I'm getting this correctly, you're here on Chandrilla to enjoy the lovely scenery and to drink wine. And your idea to do that is to break into private property.
The most exclusive wine tastes the best.
I can assure you, there is no wine there.
I had a really lovely 5,000 credit bottle of
Go ahead.
Valdaia vintage.
Go ahead and roll. Do your negotiation on this.
Negotiation.
Do your charm. Do your charm. Do your
Okay.
charm.
Oh, even better. All right, against.
5 purple dice.
Okay.
You got some light side.
I'm gonna take 2 boosts,
Which gives you an ability.
Yep.
and I'm gonna take an extra ability on top of that. So
Sure.
I'm gonna throw in 2 abilities.
Noise.
Okay. 3 successes and 2 advantages. 3 successes and make that 3. One advantage because I'm canceling out stuff.
He just kind of stops for a moment from talking to you. I don't. He looks at the guards. Did you grab the right? These are the people. Let me. And one of them hands him like a data pad, and he's like filming over it, just like looking at it. Okay, you're wasting my time, and it's way too valuable to be spent needlessly going around in circles. If you want wine, and you want wine, yes, it used to make wine. It doesn't anymore. If that's what you want, I'll tell you what, I will get you 4, 5, 10. How many bottles of this do you want to go away so I can stop having to deal with the two of you causing problems?
Of the vintage from Valdaya?
Yes.
All of them, plus a private tour of the estate?
No dice.
Roll how many dice?
No.
No dice.
I'm sorry. You want to come into you want a tour of our facility.
It was
and
a
all of the bottles of wine.
really good bottle of wine.
Go ahead and roll. Now do your negotiation.
Okay. Negotiation. 1, 2, 3. Against.
Five red dice.
5 red dice.
Oh. Dang.
I mean, I would throw in dice, but I'm rolling against 5 red.
Weirder things have happened.
You'll
Yeah.
get extra. You'll get
Do
an
it.
extra at least.
Yeah. All right, I'll take 2 more boosts.
Do it.
And that ability. So I'm going to throw in 2 ability.
Yep.
Let's see what that does. Oh, that, oof, oof, oof. 2 advantages. Couldn't worse.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
could have
it
gotten
really
5 disparities.
Really
Yeah.
could have gotten a lot worse.
Yeah.
2 advantages.
Mm-hmm. It's worth every single one of those 5,000 credits.
I will give you. How much to hold on? And he's just looking at it. No, if you promise to leave, I will give you a case of this wine and passage anywhere you want to go. But you take it right now and you get off this plane.
Immediately?
Immediately.
I'm sorry we don't have a deal.
I don't understand. You're here for wine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm offering you the wine. You should be in jail for what you've done, but instead you're free, and yet, so the only possible explanation is there's something else. So either you're going to tell me the truth right now of what it is that you actually want, and who you are, and what's going on, or this ride has suddenly gone from polite to something else very quickly.
I just really want to see the inside of that winery.
We're looking for information about my friend's family.
You said you already know who I am. Why I'm here shouldn't be a secret.
He takes a moment. He looks like the back where there's like the partition is up. He's like, stop the speeder. And it just kind of comes to a stop. You're right. that's exactly why the two of you are here, still breathing.
That was the speeder stopping.
Good, I'm glad we finally stopped. I said that
Is the
30
wine,
seconds ago.
is the wine still pouring from earlier?
Sudden cat noise.
I will tell you this. This has been pleasant enough as one can be as I'm pulled away from my duties. There is nothing for you there. Io Corvica no longer belongs to your family. It belongs to us.
Yemla? Who exactly is Yemla? I'm sorry, it's just I would really like to know the people who are living in my house.
It's strange because I believe the Corvica family stopped paying taxes on that estate a long time ago.
Oh.
And we own it according to both the Galactic Empire and the Chandrilan government. So, as far as I see it, you are constantly trying to break into and ask to enter my house. So I ask you one last time. Would you like a bottle of wine and a ticket off the planet?
No dice.
Great. Well, he just kind of looks at both the guards and he's like,
Well, let me ask you a question. Why are we alive? You know who we are. You sprang us from jail. You're giving us a ride in your car. You're a businessman. Do we have some kind of value to you?
go ahead and roll. Do your charm.
My business charm. Rolling against?
For 3 difficulty, 1 challenge dice.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to clear out dark if that's okay with you two.
Yeah, so 3 setback and
Yeah.
I'm hoping to only talk to people. So.
You don't need anything. I feel like you'd be better at going. Pew,
5
pew,
successes.
than actually shooting.
No,
Like, if you
I
smile
just-
and you're like,
The thing is, I'm actually doing
the reason you're both still alive is because, indeed,
the worst targets, so I never kill anybody.
your name is Io Corvica. And out of whatever minute respect we have for your family and having owned it for so long, you are still alive. You are alive, Baron Majestic, Aaron Val, for the reason of not wanting to anger one of the war barons, baronesses, of a very powerful planet, despite only being 5 years old. So, your names alone have bought you this. But my patience is wearing out. You can have a ticket off this planet.
Cassio Corvica. What happened to him?
It's all we want.
Not my...
Sevka Corvica. What happened to her?
It's not my job.
I know what happened to Solivar and Bogavir. What happened to Yannick?
And what happened to them? Just to be clear, you know what happened to them. As a 4-year-old, really understand what's happening to them.
More than anything else, I know what happened. What happened to Yannick?
We're done here. And the land speeder starts to move again. I'd like both of you to roll your coordination.
Got this. You guys got this.
You ever see Silver Streak?
No.
What are we rolling against?
Have you?
3 difficulty.
Gene Wilder gets kicked off, thrown
I'll
off the
take one
train
step
literally
back.
like 5 times. He keeps getting back on it somehow.
1 step back? Okay.
I'll take 2 boosts, and I'm going to add the ability.
Yep.
And Richard Pryor.
2 successes.
Okay.
I'm not much, but
Five.
I am coordinated.
5 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay.
They're fine.
Despite kind of having a lot of motions going through, you hear an acceleration. And you realize that it's not the land speeder that you're in. So you momentarily reach over and grab Aaron as smack! Something rams into the land speeder that you're in as it proceeds to tumble end over end over end. And that's where we're going to cut.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Wow.
But you're both fine, in the sense of you rolled
Relatively well.
Or are they?
Well,
Who knows?
okay, in the
good and
sense
we're in the
that
good
you're not
place.
tossed around in this.
Yay.
Meanwhile, on Groth,
Yes.
you're all kind of making your way to
Kuni Bunko.
Yep,
Queecuni
that's the
Bunko.
one. And the closer and closer you get to this kind of like main heart of this kind of area that you're in on Groth, the more you're seeing kind of the ridiculous, or maybe not if this is your thing, like spectacle of splendor. You're seeing like these large kind of like Greco-Roman like pillars and archways, and there's like these like giant statues. Imagine like these kind of like conquering Roman kind of esque, but it's like huts, so it's really kind of like out of place.
Really weird.
You're in
And
Caesar's
it's like-
Palace.
It's 100% that. But you do realize that like some of these are actually very old. From what Kilara told you, this used to be an ancient hut throne world. So like a lot of this is more on the line of Caesar's Palace, where it's like, is this the real Caesar live here kind of thing?
Right.
But there are some kind of element, but it's just ridiculous, shiny gold everywhere. It seems like it's
Unnecessary.
extremely unnecessary. So the more and more you're moving towards it, you're seeing this large kind of like palace structure with all these kind of smaller buildings around it. You can hear kind of as there's like transportation like going to and fro. It's like there's enough. This is big enough where they're having like supplies brought like directly into this area, and they're building slightly off to the side is very familiar-esque to you in its design, in the sense it's a Colosseum, and it feels very much like the Colosseum you had briefly been on Nar Shaddaa. It's almost like that one had been recreated to kind of mirror this, but this is just larger, more grandiose in its scale. You're hearing like the crowd and cheers already from it. It seems like what you're guessing is that this is like there's always games that are being run in here.
On Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa, you were going after Ogilhai the Hutt.
High, yeah.
That was with
When Virgo
tried to poison him.
With poison.
Yes. So you're moving closer, and again, it's just this ridiculous feeling. There's a security checkpoint that's kind of just there. It's like the regular security for getting in.
And I'm like
Yeah.
restraining Lyra. I mean, acting like I
Yeah.
am.
Go ahead.
I'm acting defeated.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your perception for me.
Okay.
Okay.
See what I perceive.
I'm acting
It's
like
gonna
a
be-
sad Chewbacca.
You're sad Chewbacca. It's going to be 2 difficulty.
2.
Okay. I'll take a sit back boost.
Sure.
2 failures with 4 advantage.
Okay.
Well, your advantages outweigh your
Yeah.
failures.
I don't see anything, but
All right. Okay.
Captain.
Well, yeah. So you don't. So you're just you're focused on playing a part. So you're just focused on getting there. So whatever else it was potentially that you saw, you don't see it. But you're like hearing the kind of conversation as you're moving closer to the kind of perimeter. And it's like these guys are talking. So the sense that you're getting is from the level of kind of laxness that they have, especially with your time here. Ruatha's 100% not on the planet because they would have taken it a lot more seriously, right?
Right.
So you're getting that, and like
this,
kind of as
yes.
you're moving forward, they're like talking. It's like, I can't believe, he's back. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just when you're gone for that long, who would have thought that Racho Vado would be back? It's crazy. And they're like kind of like talking to you, and they like look over, and they're like, I'm sorry, can I help you? First, real quick, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Do your intellect.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it 2, but give you a natural boost.
All right. I'll take the other one too. 3 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. As they're saying that, the name kind of, you hear it and you're like, you think you remember hearing that before. And it may have been in either if it happened directly in the moment or shortly thereafter within talking to Io. But if you remember, when you were on Bakura, and you were both kind of stranded on the planet, Io, if again, not in the moment, shortly thereafter, in your guys' times, remember mentions, you asked like, what were you really doing out there? And she was after a bounty, and it was picked up by a different bounty hunter named Racho Vado.
Sorry, what?
Racho
Racho?
Racho?
Vado.
Racho Vado. That was the name that they said?
Racho Vandyman Vado Savage?
Roch Vado?
Roch.
R-A-C-H-V-A-D-O.
Rosh Vado.
Rosh.
Brother.
That's the name they said?
That was the name that they were talking about.
We just heard them mumbling.
Yeah, like and the way that they're talking about it is kind of like, it'd be like, it's not quite the level of somebody talking about like Boba Fett,
Right.
Or any of like the OG Bounty Hunter crew, but it's like up there where they're like, holy shit, like I can't believe it.
Cool, got it.
I'm sorry.
Do we all hear this?
Yeah, everybody hears that.
Okay.
Sure. I'm sorry. Where are you taking this thing?
We have business with Ruatha.
Ruatha isn't here. I'm sorry. Are you on the guest list? This is just like this. This is you just walk
Then
through
we seek an audience with whoever is in charge in her stead.
Go ahead and roll your negotiation.
Okay?
Nice.
Against.
3.
3. Okay.
1 success, 1 triumph, and 1 advantage.
Okay, so you're kind of like talking. Do you know who I am? And you kind of like love like what this is going on. And they're like, you proceed to tell them that you have
People who are of interest to her.
They ask you, who are you? What is that? I don't understand what that means. Who do you have?
She has a bounty out on many people. We just happen to be turning in a couple of them.
They seem to like, at first, like reluctantly, just be like, this isn't our job. But then they look and they see like Herg, and they're like, we see like a moment of kind of clarification, like realization of maybe not necessarily who he is, but more so what he is. And they're like, yeah, come on. And they're like, yeah, the gate opens up. You just wait here. We'll send. Roth is gone. Gorampu's gone. It's just the mastermind, but he'll want to pull away from the casino for this. Just wait right here. We'll get it don't move.
See that you do.
So they run in. Or like one of them is there. He's like, trying to like, guy runs off. Veldrin just kind of. This is going a lot easier than I imagined. What exactly is it that? Never mind. After a brief moment, they come. They're like, it's like a little. Again, it's like Brisbane land. So it's like a shuttle that like comes up. All gold, like all like gold plating, like
perfect,
but not real gold, like fake crappy
right.
gold. So like parts of it are like turning green from like
right,
just grossness.
Some guy that's like, welcome to Groth. Groth was once a Hutt homeland, a throne world. Giving you the history, yeah.
As you're moving,
many powerful Hutts lived here for many years, ruling over centuries. You can see the exploits of all of these beautiful and very fit Hutts.
Muchas Hutts, muy fuerte.
Yeah. Spanish comes in. Yeah. And look at that, a baby Hutt.
If you look to your right, you'll see the Colosseum, where you can enjoy games up to the death. And so you guys are just on this thing moving towards like the main structure.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a large casino. You see that there's just like hotels that are like small little like buildings around it that are for like guests or whatnot. Farther off to like the side in between this main casino kind of palace is the Colosseum, and like in between that you see that there's these very like lavish, lush kind of like bungalows that are like on the edge of like the jungle area that's like this is like preserved and kept. And so you guys are all in it, heading towards this casino.
Are the guys, the security guard guys that we encountered with us?
No, they stayed.
Oh,
They're
okay,
like,
so
just
we're
stay
by
and he'll
ourselves.
take you right there. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's basically like a droid
All right.
bot thing.
Does it seem like there's like surveillance technology on this cart?
You can do perception.
All right, I'll roll for perception. Yeah. Okay. That would be no. I'll go with this.
Oh.
Analog.
The thing is, the audience can see what we roll.
I know.
No, yeah.
But
I can't either, so this is really how you want to cheat.
I trust him.
Two purple, two difficulty.
And I will use one setback, turn it into a boost, and that's it.
Abused.
Shit. Okay, this and this. Cancel it out.
So.
One success, one advantage.
You see nothing on the cart that would this is any sort of value that they would put some sort of security system on.
Under my breath,
the droid itself is like it's just programmed to like kind of take to and from, so it has no.
It was like the droid before they put in C-3PO. It's like whoever that guy was at Star Wars.
Huey Herman sounding one?
Stuck up at the front.
Yes.
He's just not even engaging at all. I very under my breath.
It was always C-3PO.
No.
In Star Tours?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there was the old pilot on Star Tours.
Yo, with the
Rex?
Yeah.
like DJ head. You look
Yeah.
DJ Rex?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, up in the front of Star Tours, up in the little cockpit.
Yeah, before 3PO.
And then they,
I thought you meant in the queue. Sorry, I'm getting. Okay,
No,
actually
no,
in
no.
the.
in the.
Oh, Captain Rex, yeah.
Yeah, Captain Rex.
Paul
Yeah,
Rubens.
now first name basis all of a sudden.
Yeah. And now the story is
way
like
back. We totally hang all the
C-3PO and
time.
R2-D2 get like mixed up when
Yeah.
they get on Star Tours, so that C-3PO
They're
is
like,
like,
whoa.
Or this is what the discussion we're having on the card.
I under my breath say to Caleb,
Seems they haven't recognized you, Caleb.
Keep it down, hairball.
Ouch!
Okay. So you guys
I'm
arrive.
adding to the droid and say 00110001, which is translated is this must get pretty boring for you heading back and forth like this, doesn't it? See if he's interested in conversing at all.
Okay, so it's like super a rudimentary droid, like it's just
It's
there
a
and back.
rudimentary question.
Primary function to go to destination. Primary purpose is fulfilled. Primary purpose is enjoyable.
He's not a conversationalist. Actually, I say that over here. 'Cause you're a hairball.
Yeah. Yes. So with kind of like a jerk, comes to a stop. You're there. A person runs out. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's like a attendant. You, Kilara, are instantly having flashbacks to that rascally personal assistant on Spira, getting exactly those kind of vibes. Okay. So, this is so exciting. Yes. Who is who? Who's the? I know he is Herg. That is This is amazing. You've brought Herg. This is fantastic. But who is who? Who else is a bounty here? Raise your hand.
Well, she can't very well raise her hand as they're bound.
Lyra just kind of. Oh yes, sorry. This is so exciting. Arthur will be so pleased. And I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Please come on in. And just opens up, and it's just this. Again, obnoxiously just gold everywhere. There's it's a casino. People are having a great time. This is so exciting. As you're doing, you're starting to see security. That's as soon as you enter the door. There's two guards on each side as they're moving. Please. I apologize. I'm unfamiliar with all of you.
Real quick, can we just do a flashback to on the Yojimbo? Herg is telling the captain,
Captain, if you use a fake name, make sure it's convincing and not something like Schleb McSleb. Really stupid and fake.
whatever you do, and then back to the present, and I'm just like,
Fred Jenkins.
It's Steve. They're all Steves.
Just the worst name ever, Captain.
Dave.
Oh, hey, I'm Dave.
Maybe like Lucy and Charlie Brown before or something.
It's like 3
No,
seasons
we've had
on
a
the show.
we've had all these.
Lucy.
We have, yeah.
Multiple Susan.
Yes, lots of Susans. Both genders.
Suzanne. Yeah.
I'm sorry, and then this we just need to. This is normally not. I guess this is your first time here because normally you don't come through the front. You go. We have a special drop off for the bounties. It's over closer to the Coliseum, as you can imagine. They just go straight into then they go back in. But
We like to make an entrance.
of course. And I'm sorry. Let me help expand upon your interest. Who exactly are you?
Just take us to see this mastermind.
Of course, but I need to let the master. He's very particular.
We are here to collect the bounty on these two.
I understand this, but I need to proclaim you to the mastermind. He's very particular about it. He needs to know who the bounties are, who the credits are going out for accounting, and it's important.
My name is Riker.
Deshra.
It's better than Schlebi, whatever.
Cut back to when we had that flashback to the Yojimbo, and when you said that to Kilara, Veldrin was like, "That's a good point, Erg. If you were going to give me a name, what would you say that my alias should be?"
My fake name?
No, mine.
No.
If I'm going in there.
Because you're Herg.
Oh, yes.
You have to be Herg.
Right. Your alias should be
I feel like if they asked me, they would have shot me by now.
That's why we're discussing it now on the ship. It has
Of course,
to be good.
this is good. This
It has
is
to be
important.
good. Your name should be
Mal Reynolds.
Schleb,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Sham.
Sham, just Sham.
Wow. Sham wow. Sham wow.
Well,
Yes.
you know what, Herb? You actually go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Do your charm on
That's
this.
perfect. That's a
Star Wars,
surprise.
is this the flashback?
Sham wow.
Do your charm on this.
It is a flashback.
Sham, wow.
One difficulty.
Oh my goodness.
Easy. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull from the light
I
side.
can't
I'll
believe he's
take.
making you roll after his
take all three boosts.
He's making you roll. Don't what?
I'll take all three
You
boosts.
can add it. You can add ability.
I got it.
Yeah.
We did have a negative one.
To make ShamWow work?
Yes. I really want this to work.
But she's already said her name.
No, this is for
Veldrin.
for Veldrin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sham wow.
Maybe he's okay with using his real name.
Of the maze system.
Why doesn't he use his real name?
I don't know. He is about
Oh,
it.
this
Yeah.
better fucking work.
Shit. Oh no.
It's gonna work.
Yes.
Why doesn't Veldrin use his real name?
1 success, 3 advantages.
Oh, God.
And I am
Now we come back to
ShamWow
prison.
of the Maze system.
Yes.
And it seems like he's kind of done something to his stuff where
That
he's
really
not,
got to Emma. That really got her.
He's an infomercial.
It's a stupid,
Kinda
stupid
changing.
reference.
his appearance somewhat. Okay, great, excellent. And I know that means that this is, of course, the Bounty Herg. And who is this?
This is Lyra and Kala.
It's almost like a record scratch. You kind of get the feeling, of the guards around. Oh, this is indeed a wonderful day. Rotha will be so happy. Please. And this attendant kind of moves you through the main casino. You're going through it. It looks, again, a lot of gold. Just a lot of gold, pillars, columns, statues. Finally, you kind of get to an area. There's like a service elevator, and you're going up to kind of like the palace spot that overlooks everything, like the whole city that you're in, level up top. This is very exciting. Normally, again, I don't handle the bounties. This is quite amazing. Please,
We've given you our names.
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to honor us with yours?
Flashback to him earlier that morning.
What's my name?
What if I gotta give a fake name?
No, I don't like that one either.
What should I do?
Shake weight.
Shake weight.
It's Tresh Shakwa.
Fresh Shakwa.
No, Shakwa.
Which translates
Shakwa.
loosely to thigh master.
Shake weight. Shakwa.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Back to my ship, the scrub
And,
daddy.
yes, that is. I'm sorry. This is so exciting. I normally, like I said, I don't deal with the bounties. This is most unusual, but I'm sure we'll make an exception for this. Of course. Excellent. We're here. And it opens up, and it's just this. Almost think very much like the Iron Throne, Game of Thrones. There's like these columns. There's these like tapestries with like Ruatha's like Hut families and like their history. There's like just almost naked serving boys walking around with fruits going absolutely nowhere. Like they're just walking out a door and in a door, and you see like a throne that's up there. It's a hut size, but it's like a chair has been placed there. Kind of when Roth is gone. Normally
Right.
Gormpu would kind of sit here and manage
Sure.
it, but please just come forward. I've been told that the Mastermind wanted to come here himself and oversee this. Please, can I get you guys any refreshments or anything? And at this point, you've seen that those two guards on each side is now kind of more come out of like the pillars, and now it's about like 10 and 10
Guards.
There's about like 20 guards on each side. Can I get you refreshments, anything? I know you have the helmet on you. You can take it off. The air is quite breathable here.
I prefer to remain masked, if you don't mind.
Of course. Something to drink?
Some ale.
Of course. I'll be right. Please just enjoy. The Mastermind will be out any moment. I'll be right back. Church
Fruit
runs off.
boy. Fruit boy.
And it's just like a.
Now grab something red. That'll be all.
As you're waiting there for a minute, you're enjoying your fruit. Killer, you can tell that Lyra is like starting to get a little anxious. There's just like a slight kind of like tapping the foot, but it's like it's just noticeable to just kind of like to you, right? Just this like tick that she has.
Right.
As there's just kind of this tension as
Yeah.
you're just building up, waiting.
I squeeze her arm, like in a way that is not obvious.
Yeah, go ahead and do your leadership.
Leadership. Okay.
Leadership squeeze.
And I get a natural boost, right?
Sure
Because
do.
she's an ally of mine.
Yep.
And what's the difficulty?
4.
4. Okay. To success.
Like the tapping stops, just And it's just kind of a breath out.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly just walking out from behind a pillar, holding a data pad, looking down at it, extremely focused, kind of almost on something else. Reaching the chair, again, the whole time, not paying attention, and then sitting down, is Sewell. And we're going to cut.
It's one of the members of my old pirate crew.
Sulu?
Sewell.
That's better.
He
It's a
was
better
the one
name for
that
Star
was-
Wars.
He was
There
the
is
one-
only Zool.
He was
Oh,
the
he
one
lives he was in the fridge.
in the fridge.
Ghostbusters.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
No, but he was on Spira.
Yep. He was. We're.
You are both in the land speeder. You weren't strapped in, so you're
Great.
but you were able to kind of use the momentum and kind of tuck up into a bowl and are like rolling with it. So you're still kind of getting banged up, but it's not anything minor where you're getting any sort of
I'm disguised.
damage.
No, you guys.
The guards are on the ground.
Are we on the ground? Are we?
The land speeder is on its roof.
Okay, so it's upside down.
It's upside down.
Okay.
You guys are on it. You both come to. The other three, so the two guards and the Bonthan, are out.
They're out cold.
They're out, seemingly. Suddenly, well, no, just you're out cold. They're out cold, sorry.
Okay. Mentally, clarity. Are we discombobulated? Are we?
Slightly from the sense of just the impact, but a level of like were able to maintain some level of coordination as the wreck was happening. So it goes by pretty quickly.
Okay. Okay. Are you?
Yep.
You okay?
Yep.
You. Oh, look, your collar's crooked again. Aaron. Aaron.
Yeah.
I think they're dead.
Oh, that's not good.
Um,
I'd sort of hop over to our Bothan friend
Sure.
and I guess try to see if he's alive or not.
Do a medicine check.
I will. Actually, may I use the...
Yeah.
I keep forgetting we have it now. Yes. What am I rolling against?
You're rolling medicine.
2.
2 purple?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll take, oh, you guys are so dicked over there, though. I'll take 1 boost.
Sure.
And hopefully the internet will provide so that you guys don't all die.
As a reminder to everyone, we're at 10 minutes left of this. This is for...
And it's cumulative.
It's cumulative, so you will unlock everything from that tier and below. And this is for, dare I even say, the greatest hero of this story, Randall Rupert.
Ugh.
And all of the brave
Long may
souls
he reign.
that are aboard his ship. Not just him, but all of the brave souls. So if you unlock all 3, and another reminder, subs, $50 worth of points. Either way, just think about it. Just think about it. What'd you roll?
A failure.
You are unable to figure out whether or not
alive or dead.
he's alive or dead. And it's strange because it's mostly because of the fur. It's a lot of fur. He's a Bonthan. You're trying to find some sort of pulse. His neck. You don't necessarily feel anything.
Why is he so soft?
So you're under the assumption that he's dead, but you're not really sure for sure.
Is he strapped in?
Yeah, he's upside down. He's strapped in upside down.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to unstrap our poor Bothan friend and
Sure.
sort of...
Okay. He kind of plops and he's there. He's with you. Io, what are you doing?
I see him trying to do that. I'm like, why does it matter if he's alive or dead? I don't want to find out. And he's trying to
Because-
kick open the door.
Because if he's alive, we have a new friend. Check if either of these guys are armed.
I'm not here to make new friends, Aaron. Clearly this guy wants us off the planet or dead.
I think there was some wiggle room there. And if he wakes up and we've heroically saved him, he might wiggle our way a little bit.
What makes you say that?
Enough business meetings with my dad where I just read people?
I read people really well too, Aaron. And I've done a lot of business myself.
Okay, I'll carefully squat and see if this guy has a gun. And I make a big deal.
Perception check.
Talk to me.
What am I rolling against?
It's going to be 3. I'm going to give you 2 natural setbacks. 1, because you're holding a body. 2, because this guy is really big and like on the ground. And
2 natural setbacks and then what? Sorry.
3 difficulty.
I just have a gut feeling.
You do have your dock hammer, just to remind you.
Oh yeah. 1 failure, 3 advantages.
He's kind of like smushed over, so like whatever he had is like under it. But you like find his wallet and like 200 credits, more than you had before.
Yay.
Or you could leave it on him. It is your call.
Oh, not Bothan guy, the bodyguard.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You were searching the bodyguard. He's keeled over, so he's like on the ground.
I take the 200 credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a gut feeling. Now let's hope that there aren't a bunch of people outside the car waiting to kill us.
Like
There they are.
Like pounding on the door. Stand back! And it's coming from the passenger side, like at the far end where you had entered into.
Okay.
And you're seeing sparks that start to like kind of emanate from the outside as they're coming like into the land speeder. You see like a saw like that's like slowly cutting the door.
Okay, then I quickly look for
Wow.
a weapon on one of the bodyguards.
Search the other one.
Okay. What am I rolling?
3 difficulty with a natural setback.
Am I rolling perception?
Perception.
Okay. What am I rolling against again?
3 difficulty, 1 natural setback.
Okay. Well, I would add some dice, but ShamWow got all of them. So I'll roll.
Okay.
It was worth it.
Okay. Okay. 1 failure, 1 triumph, and 2 disadvantages.
Okay. You're trying to find a weapon. So you don't find a weapon. Your triumph will be. It's going to come back to bite me. You find a Yemlaw security card.
Okay.
Done.
Pocket that. Yeah.
Disadvantage is in searching him. Again, there's probably presumably a weapon under him, but he's a big dude. You get a bunch of blood like all over your hands.
Okay. Then I just go straight over to the Bothan and
You just start wiping the. Fair enough. All right, cool. So
Yeah.
all right, suddenly just. The door is kind of like ripped off. And you hear a voice. Come on, we gotta go.
who's we?
The 2 of you in there that are hopefully still alive. Come on, we gotta go.
Sounds good to me. And I just pop out with
the dude?
Yeah, with our dude.
Sure.
Aaron, he said 2. Not 3.
We have a carry-on.
All right, so as you guys are kind of crawling your way out, again, the thing is upside down, so he rips the whole door off. So it's super cold, dark. There are no city lights. It looks like you are out in the country. You are not on the highway. You're on kind of like a dirt path. And you see a human who's there. Kind of like a combination of... It's a human male. Tactically, has some tactical gear, like gear-wise, like a molly vest and equipment, and he's holding like the saw. that he just chucks on the ground. You see that there is another speeder that has just crashed, kind of like the front of it, it's just, but it's not like, looks like it had impacted with this. He's got like a backpack, like a one of the a sleeping bag that's like connected to it, but like his regular clothes just seem like super dirty and kind of like he's been in them for like a long time. So like his gear is nice, but like his clothes, his hair is like a little disheveled. You can see from he's got like a night vision goggles on, so it's like this really like gnarly, messy hair, and there's a palpable stench of like just really nasty body odor. Come on, we gotta go. They have a tracker on these things. We need to get out of here as fast as we can. Come with me. You're Io and Aaron, right?
You're Zacchaeus Eubankius.
I am. Come with me if you want to live. And he just starts running like into the forest.
Can't say no to that.
Boffin stays.
No, he's like
The Boffin stays! And he's just like running.
Oh my god.
I gingerly put him down next to the speeder.
Gingerly.
Sure.
He also might be dead.
Okay.
I run too.
Okay. So, both of you guys do your athletics for me, please.
Against?
2 difficulty.
Okay. I'm rolling 2 successes with 1 disadvantage.
Okay.
What am I rolling again?
2.
One disadvantage.
Okay.
And we're running again. Alright.
At least we're out of the car.
I just grab your hand and I pull you with me.
As she's
Keep
pulling
up.
you, you're feeling winded, so you're gonna take just one strain,
That's
Aaron.
fair.
You're able to pull him along, but you've been running in your heels this entire. You've been wearing your heels this whole time.
You've been Jurassic Worlding.
One of them breaks.
One of them breaks. Not the first time.
Sure.
Not the second time.
Sure.
Not the third time I've been running this outfit.
Sure, it does this time though. And you're out in the kind of woods.
Okay. Well, then I take the other one.
Sure,
Take the other
yeah.
shoe
So
off.
you're
and
running now
throw 'em to the
barefoot.
side. Yeah.
Through this thing. Seriously, gotta keep up. And he just keeps running. You follow him for what seems like at least an hour. Any sort of attempt to like talk to him, he's just like, no, we gotta keep going. Finally, he just stops, and there's like a camp. And you can see that there's like a tent, and there's like a shower bag, like a solar bag. It just looks like a very crude camp. He's like, okay, I think we're safe. We're gonna have to leave camp in the morning.
Get up.
All right,
I am a runner.
that is definitely not the case.
Would you mind telling us what the hell is going on?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Well, I asked you first.
Yes, but I rescued you, so I feel like I deserve the answer.
Sure, we got picked up by that Bothan back there, and
Yes.
we tried to be really snarky with him, and that made him angry.
And how'd that go?
Poorly.
Yes.
You said you already knew our names.
Yes, I
so
did.
why do we have to explain why we're here?
Because I'm trying to understand why you messed everything up. You ruined everything. You've just, in a matter of days, have destroyed years of my work. Coming in here just trying to think you can march straight in. You get captured right away. They let you go. And then what do? You keep asking for more questions and answers?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Why are you
are the
trying to
second
break in?
person today who has asked me that question. The first time I answered, it didn't end so well. So I'm not going to say anything until you start answering some of my questions.
And he just kind of like takes off.
Zacchaeus Eubankius.
This is why I can't handle dealing with people. He like kicks a can. He's like, look here, lady. You think you're all special coming here? Do you even know what Yemla does? You go around poking the nest because they're in your old home? You think this has anything to do with your actual home? who you are. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than all that. You go around just messing everything up. Oh, my family used to be super rich and own a winery. What are you trying to find?
I'm about to ask you. Because you're basically saying the same thing that Bothan told me.
Which is?
That Yemlaw's big, Yemlaw's dangerous,
Yep.
and Yemlaw
Yep.
owns my house.
Yep.
And all of its lands.
Yep.
This is all stuff I already know.
Great.
Give me some news.
What do you want to know?
You broke one of my heels. I want some news.
What do you want to know?
Everything you do.
How much time do you have? Because I've been here for years trying to find stuff on this. You think you can come in and just crack the case?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll. Do your charm. Nah, do your coercion.
No, I'm
You're
pretty
kind of
close.
being a
No, I'm pretty. I just got into a what
Coercion.
Coercion. Against
4. It's gonna be 4. Oh, before you do that,
we've
we ended our second round. Tier 2. Dark Side! So, not only...
The chat hates mercenaries.
Not only has they unlocked the prototype, but also thanks to Hector's suggestion, they also have their enhanced weapons. So not only is Randall in charge of a super powerful Star Destroyer with weaponry, whatever this prototype is, I'm sure it's going to be good. With that, we're going to start our third and final round.
Oh my goodness.
This round can go any period of time. We can literally end with him being like, and I'm your father. And then we're done.
That's the twist. Yes, you make
It's clear. Also, I didn't say clearly.
Can't be a
human.
twist now.
100% a human.
That might be the worst interpretation of that iconic Darth Vader moment is, and I'm your father, and then cut. That's the worst.
That's a
would be how-
cliffhanger.
that
Guys,
would be
that's a
how Zach would do
cliffhanger.
it.
Yep. So it can end any period of time. So go in, go hard, go fast. This is another one of, I really like this idea with a twist. This is one of our cool, let's see who Pencils and Parsecs community, we're going to do a little vote. Last time, who did,
To see who her father is.
who your father is!
According to last week, the community's favorite Star
yeah.
Wars movie is The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Good, that's safe and
safe.
true.
And safe
It's
and
the
true.
best.
So our third and final round is just called, this is appropriate because of what you guys are doing. It's Best OG Bounty Hunter.
I knew. Okay. Let me guess. Tier 3 Dark Side Boba Fett.
Nope.
What?
Oh.
We'll go with Dark Side first.
Okay.
Tier 1, Dark Side, Bosk.
Bosk, yeah.
Tier 2, Dark Side, Boba Fett.
Oh.
Tier 3, Dark Side, IG-88. Why do you say that by chance? Because in Expanded Universe, IG-88 became the supercomputer brain of the Death Star and was going to take it over in a robot revolution, which is kind of Dark Side.
Revolution. Get it right. It's different in space.
It's different in space.
It's
Light side.
when you make the change. It's a revolution.
Only you can change yourself. Light side. Tier 1 is Dengar. I know this is difficult because, again, in Expanded Universe, Dengar's actually not that bad. There's a point where he...
Is Dengar the guy in the like wrapped up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
like he's
dope
got his
in
own
the
laundry
Star
on him.
Wars comics, the
Yeah.
Marvel comics. Dengar's awesome.
Yeah,
got
I
an
heard
eye
he's
patch,
also
right?
kind of more of a dick now. But no, he was all right. Read the Bounty Hunter Wars books, he's all right. Tier 2, light side, is Forlom.
Who?
Forlom.
Forlom,
He
yeah.
was the droid of our Tier 3, Zuckuss, who is a grand, and he's like the bug dudes in the Executor.
Yeah.
And he's light side because they both are because again
Those
in
are all
Expanded-
of the ones from Empire Strikes
Yeah.
Back, right? Those
Yeah.
are just all
Yeah,
the ones
that's
that
all.
were standing there.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason they're light side is because, again, in the Expanded, Forlom and Zuckuss actually helped out the Rebel Alliance at the Battle of Hoth. They were seeing what was happening and decided to be like, you know what, this Rebel ship's about to be destroyed. Let's help them out, and then they did. So that's it.
I was confused why Cad Bane was not on your list, but then I realized that it was just the one.
He was originally. I was going to do
In
all
the room,
banners. I
yeah.
was like, no, we're the OG. and we'll do OG for a reason.
Aha.
So,
Oh crap! We're gonna meet one of these
They're all
guys.
dying at this point.
Yeah.
Graphically speaking.
I'm gonna reset
Because
the
Empire
clock.
Strikes Back hasn't
I'm
happened.
just trying to find out who our pencil compensos and parts of the
God
community
damn.
likes the most. I'm gonna start this final round.
All right.
You're doing coercion.
Yes, I need to roll, which I'm doing right now.
Perfect.
1 failure and 1 disadvantage.
And you had asked him, I'm here.
I need to know some new stuff.
What I know in my head will blow your mind.
Oh,
You don't even can't even handle it. God, people come in and he starts talking himself, just ruining everything.
All right,
Oh!
so if we've ruined everything,
Yes.
and if you're not willing to share,
Oh, I never said I wasn't willing to share. You just wanted to know everything. I asked you a simple question. What is it you're here for? And you give me this bullshit. I ask you, what do you want to know? And you say, everything. Tell me one thing that you want to know, and I'll tell you if I know it.
who the hell is the Unlock Corporation?
So he goes over and he kicks over like a cooler lid and just starts grabbing beers from it.
Are they in his secret hideout?
Yeah, 100%. He just lives out in the woods, and he's just he tosses you both cans in your direction. He sits down. Yemla is just the front to something bigger. I'm sure of it. Why else? How else could they? The Empire doesn't mess with them. The government doesn't mess with them. They buy your family's old estate. There's something there that they're not telling us about. And everything that they do is just on the front of, oh, it's a business that moves things and stuff. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell me what they do. But I know what they're really doing. Oh, God. They're building an army. Right here on Chandrila. I know it.
Army of what?
Droids. I know that they're separatists, and they're gonna try and start an entire Clone Wars too, because one wasn't enough. They want another one. They think now's the time, but I'm here to tell you, not on my watch. I was this close to getting in. I had everything planned. I was gonna sneak in there. I was gonna figure everything out. But then you guys go just tra-la-la-la right up front and then get shot. You ruined everything. You're tightened security. Everything's on alert. They know who you are. And now you go talk to my poor friend. I can't get a hold of him anymore after he told me who you were. He's probably dead now too, thanks to you. So I'm gonna ask you one time. What do you want here and now? Or go back to your friend at the Landspeeder, see if he's amicable.
Ask Amayo. You don't care about the Yemla Corporation. Ask him what happened to your family.
What do you know of the Corvica family?
Go ahead and roll.
I know what happened to 2. 3, including me.
Go ahead and roll. Do your negotiation on this.
Against?
4 difficulty.
No result.
I don't know what happened to your family besides the fact your estate was attacked, which that I'm sure you're fully aware of. But what you probably don't know, being 4 years old and taken off, is it wasn't long after that, Yemla stepped in. Correlation? I think so. So whatever.
What do you know of me?
I know that you.
You knew that I was 4
Yes.
when Vildaya was attacked.
Yes.
What else do you know about me?
I'll admit. Most of my information on you is limited because it seems that you disappeared after the attack. Kind of a mystery. How about you tell me who you are and what you've been doing for this many years?
Trust me.
I don't trust you.
If
No.
I want you to know, you'll know.
Cool, I want to know. Who is Io Corvica, and why do you need to come here and mess everything up? You want to know what happened to your family?
No.
Then what
I want to
do
know which
you
ones are
want?
alive.
And that's finally where we're getting somewhere. All this talk about wine, you guys are on a honeymoon, you try to sneak in because you want to know who's alive. And you know who knows that? Yemla. That information is in that compound.
Again, these are all things I already know.
And yet your plan was to walk straight in there.
Like you?
No, I've been spending years planning all of this, and you ruined it. And if they took you in there, you are my one last chance. Because if you really want in, you're the only person dumb enough to do it now.
Listen, I am not here to do a favor for you.
Then do it for yourself. Or get the fuck off this planet.
What do you know about Yemla? And how can I get onto that estate? I know there's a lot in your head, but please, condense it.
Go and roll. Junior negotiation. It's gonna be 4 difficulty.
I'll even it out. I'll take that ability. One failure with 1 advantage.
Okay. Well, getting nowhere with this. So, looks like just. You want to tell me your deal, or are you just a part of this for the ride?
I can kind of call him A, call him B. My name's Aaron. The Yemla Corporation's scared to kill me because they don't want to make my family angry. I'd like to know how we can help you unruin this.
Well, it seems to me you're not being very forthcoming with any sort of information besides the obvious. So I have no reason to trust you. Yes, I have a plan to get into the Valdaya estate. I should say I had a plan until you guys went charging in there.
So you've said.
My plan was rather simple. They've been digging underneath the compound. They need equipment and tools. Regularly, it comes in and out. Something comes in and out. I was gonna get my way in because I had an inside. Had somebody who was willing to blow the whistle. But as soon as 2 idiots come charging in the front and they boost security, she's out. So now,
Who's she?
I'm not gonna tell you my source on the inside.
I punch him in the face.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yes.
What am I rolling?
Do your brawl.
Brawl? Where's my brawl? Oh, am I just...
You're straight up just punching him in the
It's on the
face, so it's
back.
gonna
It's on
be
the back. It's
it's on the back.
Oh, okay, sorry, new stat sheet. Okay.
2 difficulty.
That's such good roll.
Yeah, I'll roll.
You have such
Down,
a
down. Motherfucker. 1 failure with 1 advantage.
Okay. You swing at him. He ducks.
I need a new one. Yeah. Damn it. Look at you.
But with your other hand, you're able to like grab the night vision goggles off of his face.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, he just crumbles the can. All right, well, this is dumb. This is pointless. To answer your question, nothing. You ruined everything. Get the hell off this planet while he's still breathing. I'm out. And he goes to his tent and he starts to like try and pack up his stuff.
I follow him.
Sure.
And I grab him by the back of the collar.
Sure. Go ahead and do your brawl again.
Brawl?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be 3 difficulty now.
Taking that boost.
Okay.
One failure, 1 triumph, 2 advantages.
So you don't grab him. Kind of just easily kind of here's like you stepping, crunches out of the way. You're just trying to like grab him?
Just trying to grab him. Trust me, I don't like getting physical, but given the state of your physical appearance, it's not worth using my usual methods on you. So I'm gonna have to resort to violence.
So you don't grab him, he kind of ducks out of the way, but like trips over his own, kind of like in the process trips over himself, and like falls into his tent. So he's kind of like momentarily like tangled up. So you don't like physically have his person, but you say that. He's like, you have a strange way of not wanting to get physical. This is ridiculous.
I said, and I look him up and down. You're not worth using my usual methods.
The card.
Oh, you saw me take that?
Can this help unscrew this up?
It's a better chance. But what do you... What... Cool. I tell you what. I'm going to paint this picture and you tell me what you plan to do. I'll tell you that. That security card probably gets you the access to most of the building. Once you're in there. Whatever's in there. How are you going to use it? You going to walk up to it again?
Give us the name of your contact.
Absolutely not. Why? Why should I give you that? You've proven nothing to me besides the fact. He's like slowly kind of getting back up. Great, you have a key card. Your probably window is very short before they report it lost. You really want me to endanger somebody I know for your plan to find out stuff?
Listen.
No, you listen. I was here trying. I told him I didn't want to help you. You're just gonna ruin this. Here's the deal. I have to go dark now because I just totaled my speeder, put myself on a watch list. God knows whatever you told them. I have to go dark because that's what these guys are. They're that level that they'll find you no matter where you go. They already know who you are because I know who you are. And if I know who you are, they know who you are. So I better you figure out a plan of what the hell you're doing, or you might as well just walk up front again. Just do it. Just do it. You're wasting everybody's time. You've wasted years of my time and I can't handle this anymore. He like gets up and he just grabs his backpack and just leaving like a lot of his gear, just starts tromping off into the forest. Good luck with your honeymoon!
I like him.
You don't say you like him.
I like him.
I dislike him
I
very
totally
much.
like him.
I'll pocket this thing again. Start looking through his things.
Sure. And as you guys are looking through his stuff, we're gonna cut. Groth.
Yep.
Sewell has come out. At this point, it's the brief moment that you had kind of tried to use your leadership on Lyra seems to be she's barely holding on.
Right.
But you are already starting to see kind of like she's not doing anything.
Right.
Besides just the tears that are coming like down her face.
Right.
Sewell gets up, starts walking. Herg, you remember this person briefly from Spira. He was the weak way that was in Kilar's old crew. He was there with Korn, or as you remember, Korn. He was the weak way that was kind of just more disconnected and you didn't really interact with him that much. Caleb, you weren't there for Spira, so I don't actually think this is just a new person. He's a weak way.
Korn has come in before since
You've met Korn before.
met
Korn. I remember the Korn. I remember that.
Yeah.
No, Sewell didn't, because Corin went to go find Sewell to bring him to rendezvous with you guys, and only Corin came back because Sewell had already taken off.
This is most unusual, but I will not say that it is not unpleasant. Ruatha will be most pleased to know that the mighty Herg, thrower of children, has been brought to justice.
I want to say something real bad, but I bite my lip.
Please, I've been told that I'm not familiar with either of you, but I will admit that I do not spend much time with bounty hunters. I am in charge of maintaining the casino, but with both Ruatha and Gorm Pugnan, it has fallen upon my shoulders. I have here that the standing bounty is 50,000 credits for Herg and 10,000 credits for Lyra. Again, I'm not familiar. This is Riker, Deshra, and Shamwa? Shamwow? Yup.
Yes.
Great. Is there a joint account that I can transfer this to you to, or I need your account information? Or would you prefer hard credits?
Hard credits are good.
Excellent. I just have a few questions and we can proceed with everything. But first, he kind of like walks, again, a little bit closer to Lyra. And she's at this point, she's still, again,
Right.
she's maintaining it, but just now the tears are just like
Right.
openly flowing.
I'm still holding on to her.
Okay. Yeah, kind of as like a...
Right.
Yeah.
As if I'm holding her captive, but really.
Sure. Do a leadership one more time.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
4. Difficulty.
Okay.
You're gonna get then your natural boost.
I added it.
Cool.
Okay.
And there is...
Dice. There's dice. I'm gonna take an extra
Ability, difficulty,
and the setback.
Sure.
2 advantage.
Okay, so you are still kind of holding. At this point, it's
Right.
gone from the
Right.
tears to like sobbing, and she's like starting to shake. But for like a brief moment, it looked like she was about to kind of like like give out completely. You're just
Right.
kind of like holding the last remaining fibers of kind of like her sanity as she's. Lyra, I'm quite surprised that you're here. To be honest, I was hoping that you would have avoided all of this. To be honest, managed to convince Ruatha to overlook your past transgressions, or at least until the others were brought to justice. Especially after you started working with that Aaron Val, I was able to convince, since he was working with us, it didn't make sense to take you in. But unfortunately, in my time on Spirit, it seemed like even though Aaron Val had reached out to us, saying that he was going to turn you all in, from my observation on Spira, he is either lying or highly incapable of actually doing what he said. My report said the latter. But I say that with this as sincere as I can say, I honestly regret that you're in this position, but you're here nonetheless. I just have one question for the three of you. And then we can process everything, or begin the process. How exactly did you come in possession of these two individuals?
The galaxy is a big place. We encountered, that is to say, I encountered Herg, the cat one. He was on the ice planet of Tula.
And you captured him single-handedly.
I captured him with the assistance of my colleague here, Riker.
I was drunk.
And Riker, what were your exactly role in this operation to capture the drunken?
The way I remember it, I did most of the capturing.
Very drunk.
Veldrin was like, I was the one that got him drunk.
What does it matter anyway?
I'm just, of course, I'm sure that Ruatha will just want to know all of the glorious details to this, and it's just a matter of protocol that we're going through.
I've got a detail for you.
And what is that, Herg?
ShamWow is a son of a bitch.
Indeed. And Herg, dare I ask, you were alone? You were not with any, where were your friends? When you were captured on Tula, as you said it was?
Yes.
Great.
He put up quite a fight, but
I was by myself.
there was no one to help him.
Strange, because it seems that, from my account, the drunkenness is very spot on from my observations on Spira, but by yourself seems rather unusual.
My captain betrayed me. So I left.
She betrayed you. That is... You've never seen Sewell really kind of smile or do anything kind of on that level of emotions.
Right.
Like a brief, tiny smiles. Ironic. So, I'm sure this is most interesting. So you captured Herg by himself on Tula. He was drunk. You did most of the work. Is there any other details you'd like to share?
Only that it was by his assistance that we were able to acquire Lyra as well.
Yes, and how exactly did you get Lyra? What was that information?
Well, as he says his captain betrayed him, and so he naturally reached out to an old associate of Aaron Val who believed the same thing of her.
Go ahead and roll. Mm-hmm. You are going to do your deception.
Okie dokie.
You're saying that Kilara
I'm going with
betrayed.
Herg's story.
It's going to be 4. No, it's going to be 3 difficulty 1 challenge.
All right. Here we go.
We've got some dice.
I do, and I'm taking them.
All 4 difficulty?
Yeah.
Clean out.
This is important. I gotta put that red one in. Okay. 4 success, 4 advantage.
Okay. It's most intriguing. Well, I guess we'll learn more of the details from Lyra herself. Everything seems to be in order for at least me to start the initial process. Of course, as wondrous heroes to Ruatha, please, I can offer accommodations while we process everything in the bungalows, while we get your credits, your hard currency ready. Someone will show you there, and we'll take the bounties off of you now.
Be my guest.
So a couple guards come and surround. He's starting to walk away, and he stops. He's like, "Oh, one last thing, Herg, I must admit I was rather impressed with Togorian fighting capabilities. Emrys has proven herself quite a champion in the arena. That is, until the incident. So, of course, I'm sure you'll find out soon enough." And he closes his data pad and starts to walk up the throne room.
I've lunge at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
These guards hold me back.
athletics.
Okay. You're gonna regret it. I don't need this.
No.
That out. athletics. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Rolling against what?
3 difficulty, 1 natural setback because you're bound, and I'm gonna make it 1 challenge because there's a shit ton of people around you.
He just insulted my wife.
I feel like you can take that proficiency.
What?
I feel like you could
on the
justify
light
that
side?
light
The
side.
light side is power
There's
of
nothing
love.
on the light side about this. No. Okay. What's happening? Oh shit.
It's not good.
Oh no, it's not good.
Oh, it's not
That's
good at
ve-
all.
That's a lot of failure.
Oh no.
So,
3 failures, 1 disadvantage.
Yeah.
yep. 3
Immediately
failures, 1 disadvantage. Yeah.
as you lunge,
Do they have like chalk sticks?
yeah,
Fuck you.
and you black out. Yeah, your disadvantage is you black out.
Good luck trying to carry me. I say that before I black out. Good luck carrying me, fuckers.
He like snaps, and like the fruit boys have to like come over and like carry you.
Wait, no, what are
30
the
of 'em?
10 guards?
No, they're all just like on him. They're if it's not obvious, they're slaves, so he's making the slaves carry. Okay, he's like, well, of course that's to be expected if he's anything like his wife. Please enjoy the festivities. I will come to you when I have your order, your credits taken care of. Please enjoy yourself. And he leaves the room. So a lieutenant comes, like, please,
I'm gonna kill this guy later.
3 of you follow me this way.
And they're taking Herg and Lyra
Erg
away.
and Lyra away.
Okay.
And you go with them?
The people that are taking us to our accommodations?
Yep.
Yes.
Herg, as you kind of come to,
All these little hands are lifting.
no, at this point it's guards.
Oh,
At this point it's guards. They have you fully like you're like double shock. You got the binders that are behind you. They've got you like pretty much like a shock collar rope around your neck, leading you. Lyra is not there as you come to, and all of a sudden, like a dark kind of. You feel like you're like maybe like underground. There's like this kind of darkness to it. You can't really see.
Trying to adjust. Cat eyes, cat eyes, cat eyes.
It takes a minute as you're just kind of shoved into a cell. As the door closes behind you, your eyes start to readjust, and you smell. Despite the amount of time that it has been since you were last with her, the scent of your life mate is something you'll never forget, right? So you smell it distinctly despite the kind of dark dampiness of this particular cell.
What do I see? What do I hear?
Her back is towards you, but her ears instantly kind of like do the cat like pop up, like turn around. And she slowly turns. And what's happened to her is unmistakable, even in the darkness. She's pregnant. And with that, we'll end today.
Oh, damn.
Dad!
That's the last thing I hear.
Everybody, I'm gonna be a daddy!
Emphasis on the sex, y'all.
Well, how pregnant is she?
She's a cat. There's like 12 of them in there.
Yeah.
No.
It's a litter.
Yeah. I'll do the math, but she's
I hope it was you, my friend.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
But even if not, I'll raise that half Tagorian, half whatever baby, and
Oh
I'll
my
raise
God.
So that, everybody,
What the
Spencer's
hell?
Parsecs. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sham
Season
wow.
Sham wow. What was the other one? Sorry, I wrote it. No, not that one. Schlep, McSchlep, Schlep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
even
when
wrote
those
down-
babies come out looking like furry Calebs. Candles with little ears.
Tendrils and hair.
Everybody, thank you so much. Pencils and Parsecs,
Yes.
everyone. Thank you everybody for the bits to subscribers. Couldn't do it without you. So good, so great. I'm just lost in your eyes, man. It's very... Come on out, Matt.
Oh, hey, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for all your contributions, y'all. What's up, dude?
Hey, dude.
What's going on?
What's going
How
on?
much, dude?
Pencils and Parsecs, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Season 3, man.
Yeah, season 3. Guys, let's get through these really quick,
Yep.
and then let's go home and party.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, let's go home and party.
Oh shit! Hold on! I totally forgot the most important thing.
Cool!
Hey everybody. We
Who's the
ended
bounty hunter?
Tier
Who's
1
Bosk.
Dark Side. The chat has spoken.
Cool.
Bosk
Bosk.
is the greatest
Yeah.
of the OG bounty
I agree.
hunters.
He is
I
my,
agree.
he's
And
my favorite Battlefront character.
So
What?
I had the figure and got it mailed to me. I was very excited back in the day.
he wears a flight suit that's really too small for him. I guess you'll have to just tune in next week
Yeah.
to see how this unlock
Oh.
comes to
Works in.
fruition.
Yeah! That's dope. That's super badass. And that's gonna happen without you guys. So thank you so much. Yeah. Alright, here we go, guys. Kooky. First time watching live in a while due to various things, including a death of a family member and my 18th birthday.
Aw.
Welcome back,
Stays
though.
at 10
Welcome
days.
back.
Happy
Wow.
birthday.
Glad to be back though. Also happy Slytherin Pride Day, #dark. Well, Kooky, thanks for being here.
Yay,
You're an
thanks,
incredible
Kooky.
member of the community, and we're here for you, buddy. So thank you so much.
Welcome back,
for all of
Kooky.
this. Woo! Super lot, #boost. Schleppy, schlepp, schlepp. The Aaron Val has heard of me? Setback.
Schleppy, schlepp, schlepp.
Super ability, super boost. Graham Galway, here's an ability to Hector because he recommended Star Trek comics for my friend's 9-year-old. Thanks, Hector. It means a lot. Shy Guy 8321. I love the show. Love you guys. Let's give Aaron some dice because those bastards didn't buy him dinner before the prodding. J Pistol, a prototype? What? Let's find out. Setback. Promethean works to help get Io and Aaron smoothly out of this pickle. Light boost. Shy Guy 8321. Dark setback. The moon rules. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sham Wow, and this is my droid companion, OxyClean. J Pistol.
That's amazing.
that was amazing. Thank you.
Cleanest
Pistol
duo in the
setback.
galaxy.
Shy Guy 8321. Dark difficulty. Wrathlane. Let's get a Gand in the universe. Also, Zacchaeus Eubankius is a great character.
Yes.
So great.
Mr. Owl, difficulty, ability. Bradley Burnett. Yes, we know what the last tier means, but after Joestar's dramatic reading of the Glove of Darth Vader last week, if Trioculus is not the mastermind, we riot. Dark. Give it Joe B. I'm disappointed that Zacchaeus Eubankius isn't played by a certain CEO overlord, but Bert doesn't disappoint with his conspiracy nuts. Also, I want weird insect bounty hunter. Boost. The T-Boys, Mandalorians are the best. Therefore, Boba Fett is the best bounty hunter. I mean, I'm sure as hell not letting Dengar win this.
T-boys.
There should be a round where Tier 3 Light is the ability to use opposite dice without penalty, and Tier Dark is only the GM gets to use the dice. Dark. Well, thank
That's
you.
really interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And that's all. Thank you
I
guys
didn't
so
know
much.
that at all.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
Tell
thank you.
everybody real quick who you are, where they can find
We
you.
still have one more proficiency left on the board.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we do.
That's a very astute observation.
Yeah, just sitting there like.
I'm gonna just say.
Just
something-
hanging.
Like something should happen with it.
Can I spend it to ensure those babies is mine?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll a yellow dice right now.
Do it. If it's a
If it
triumph,
comes up blank,
the
then
babies
it's
are
still a
mine.
question mark.
Wait, if
comes
he
up
fails,
blank.
wait, they may have been yours no matter what, and now you're making an option here.
it's all right. I trust in the force. I trust the force.
Oh, okay.
Boom. 2 advantages.
You're pretty sure they're yours.
Okay, good enough for me. All right. All right.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Just a reminder that Sunday is our hyperdrive.
Yes.
This Sunday, the 25th.
Wanna see if they're
we got
mine.
a WWE RPG. We got some
Let's
party
try.
games. I'm GMing a
So nice.
Pokemon Bank Heist RPG, which
is
I'm
it?
pretty stoked about. I can confirm Lucas is playing
it?
and a Strawberry 17 is going to play, which I'm really stoked about. Tomorrow we'll be back. It's game day. It's Table Flip Thursdays. Is what we're calling it. We're playing some board games at 3 p.m. followed by Indomitable at 6 p.m. Y'all. So come back. We'll see you tomorrow. Bert, take it out, man.
Okay.
They're my kittens.
Yeah. Go to the Reddit.
See you on Reddit.
There's some stuff to unpack here. Hashtag Pencils and Parsecs. Tell your friends. Just go Star Wars.
Fan art.
It's been fantastic. Go see Star Wars. Watch it. Eat it. Drink it. Love
But
it.
also, that Disco Star Wars song was
Disco
a big
Star
hit
Wars.
back in the day.
Miko.
Yeah.
Miko.
I think
Miko.
that's
Meko. M-E-C-C-O.
So from all of us, to all you, may
May the Force be with you.
Night.